Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, niggas. Good morning. I hope everybody is feeling good. Dope chapter, good chapter, and I just want to talk about it a little bit. So I'm probably gonna send out the link to a couple of people, and we're gonna talk about this shit. So yeah, man, appreciate everybody pulling up. I probably should tweet this link out on Bensei channel. Let's see here if I can do that. I don't really know if I can or not. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Hope y'all are having a great day so far. All that good stuff. So obviously, right? Like, okay, now listen. Let me just get this shit off because I gotta say this, right? I gotta say this. You know, removing yourself from the agenda discussions and shit. Like, honestly, it does wonders for you, right? Because I'll say this: when we were in King's stream earlier this week, I think in Cole's stream, that was one of the most refreshing One Piece discussions or like talks that I've had in a long time. Where we're just bouncing and talking about like the world of One Piece, and there weren't many agendas. Wasn't a lot of power scaling stuff, because that's all this chapter has been. Like, we got like huge revelations, and we got talks between Law, Robin, and Sukiyaki, which I think was the best part of the chapter. But all everybody is focused on is the Shanks and the Green Bull bit. And it's like, I understand that we're hyped. We want to see like these people that have been hyped up for so many years fight. And that's cool. I understand that. But like when all you're doing is focusing on that portion of the chapter, when that is dominating all of the discussion over the entire timeline or like throughout the community, it's just kind of like, yo, you guys are insufferable, like for the people that are doing it, right? And then it's like there's no nuance, there's no like there's no critical thinking when it comes to when it comes to this. People are expecting Green Bull that he's just supposed to stay and deal with the entire alliance, deal with Shanks's crew, all of that stuff, and that doesn't make any sense. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. It doesn't really even make any sense for Green Bull to stay and fight Shanks's crew. Okay, mind you, plus the scabbards or plus just the alliance that's on Wano. That makes no sense. So I don't even understand why people are just jumping to this. Oh, this Admiral agenda is like, I saw Jay talk about the Admiral agenda is down bad and all of this stuff. Yeah, man, whatever. I didn't abandon the Matt B channel. What I did, right? What I did is this channel is gonna be more so for like discussions for and I'm talking about the long drawn out discussions, like the streams. If I'm streaming on Twitch and I decide to record those conversations or anything like that, they'll be uploaded onto this channel. Mugiwara Mat B is gonna be strictly for like One Piece content, discussions, all of that stuff, but like videos and video format. Because whenever you stream and whenever you do all of that stuff on the channel, it messes up like you and YouTube's algorithms. And I'm trying to get back into the algorithms. We're working on that. So I'm just trying to be more intentional with the way that I disperse the content that I make. So this channel is gonna be like, if y'all want to hear me stream or talk about a chapter or anything like that, group discussions, they're gonna be here on this channel. And then there's probably gonna be some gaming stuff on this channel as well. And I might even throw just some, like, this channel is just gonna be random shit. It's gonna be everything. It's gonna be whatever. If you fuck with me, Matthew, then come here to this channel, and then boom, we're gonna be good. And then the other channel, like I said, Mugiwara Mat B, that's gonna be primarily like videos. Yo, what's good, everybody in the chat? Appreciate everybody pulling up. Appreciate y'all coming through. Yo, y'all are crazy in the chat. We fuck with you, Matthew. Y'all niggas can't call me that, bro. Hang on a second. Let me put the link out to this. I hope this doesn't end the stream. I don't think it will. Hope it doesn't. Put the link. All right. Now we can switch back. All right. So yeah, man, listen, it was an impressive feat for Shanks. But I mean, like, y'all, like, let's really get down to the nitty gritty, okay? Green Bull was not needed here. Green Bull pulled up, or like Green Bull was the scapegoat to give Shanks promo for Film Red. Like, let's be 100% real here, because it's like Shanks pulled up to Wano. Shanks decided to make his move after 2 Yonko go down, and he's just here outside of Wano talking about, oh yeah, I don't want to link up with Luffy. I don't want to see Luffy yet. Bro, make it make sense. So he goes all the way to Wano, where Luffy just took, like, where he knows that Luffy is, and where Luffy is just declared a Yonko, and now he's just like, yo, I'm finna peace out. I'm finna get up out of here. Bro, I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, I really don't. And one thing that I'll say, right? I remember, talking about all of this, and um I originally thought that there were so I was always on record saying that Big Mom and Kaido are both gonna lose their Yonko positions. Kaido in the way of death, and then Big Mom just losing her Yonko position because she's suffering another defeat, right? So what I always thought was that Luffy was gonna be declared an emperor. But obviously, if there's three, then you can't have Yonko. So he was just going to be declared an emperor, and then there was going to be a vacant position. And I thought that that position was going to be fought over, or it was going to be, I thought it was going to be fought over. I didn't think that Buggy was going to become a Yonko, because I didn't think that his gag was going to go that far to infiltrate the Yonko system, but it definitely has. So I just wanted to just do a nod to the fact that two Yonko actually did go down. They lost their positions in the Wano War, which is dope. I thought that that needed to be the case for the story to like progress even further and for the new era to take over. I didn't think that it was gonna be Kid because because I mean I quickly or not quickly changed my stance on Kid, but when I saw Kid showing on the rooftop, I think it was like 1003, I was like, yeah, get Kid out of here. Um get Kid out of here. And then yeah, I thought Buggy would be a Yonko, right? But not after Wano. Like, I mean, I didn't think that Buggy's influence could be like that, that huge. And I just wonder what Buggy did. I wonder what Buggy did, what happened to make Buggy become a Yonko. I need all of you guys to like the stream, please. Like the stream, like the stream, like the stream. Is his name Disc? Yo, Matt, it's not about Green Bull running. It's about him extremely shook by Shanks' haki from miles away. I mean, listen, right? I don't think that Shanks's conquerors would be able to knock Green Bull out. And yes, he was definitely shook. I'm not taking anything away from that being the case. But my thing is, right, is that people are saying, so here we go. When I say that admirals are equal to Yonko, what this means, right, is that there are parties on both sides, or there are characters on both sides, right, that can defeat each other. So the thing though is that people think that it's just black and white, that every single Yonko can defeat any admiral and no admirals can defeat any Yonko. And that is where I just vehemently disagree. I can't see that. I can't see it. There's no way that Akainu is not beating at least one of these Yonko. There's no way that Aokiji is not beating at least one of the Yonko. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. Admiral equals Yonko, is that on both sides, okay, you have people that will lose, people that will win. And that's it. Like it's nothing. It's nothing more than that. We don't have to live in this black and white world, especially with the series that we're reading. And One Piece is anything but black and white. It's probably one of the most nuanced series, especially when you come into power scaling, because matchups matter. That's what niggas say all the time. Matchups matter. So come on, man. Come on. And the thing that pisses me off the most, I'll say this, right? The thing that pisses me off the most about the Admiral discussion and the Admiral discourse is that people are somehow convinced that Fujitora and Green Bull are weaker than the original 3 admirals. And I do not understand this for the life of me, right? Because so I'll just preface it with this, right? I think that haki and all facets, especially when you're talking about top tiers, is the best power scheme in the world. And is the best power scheme in the verse of One Piece, right? Best power scheme, haki. No question. If you ask me, hey, Matt, we're going to place you into the One Piece world. And what would you want to, like, what would you want? Would you want haki or would you want devil fruit? Like, would you want maxed out haki attributes or the potential to, not the potential, because everybody has the potential to max out their haki. But it's like, okay, Matt, like, yo, from now on, you're not going to be able to live the life that you live anymore. You're going to be transported into this One Piece verse, and we're going to give you the choice. Do you want to have haki or do you want to have a devil fruit? I'm taking the haki all day because, like, the devil fruit, it's like, bro, I can go find a devil fruit. I can go find a devil fruit after, like, the haki is, after the haki is straight, right? And then I can go work on my devil fruit. But, like, bro, come on, man. Fujitora, right? Like, let's just use Fuji for an example, okay? Fujitora restored one of his senses with his haki. And I do not think that that is talked about enough. I don't think that that's looked at enough. I don't think that people give enough credence to that. He restored one of his 5 senses with haki. And it's one of the senses that he took from himself. And it's probably one of the, I don't know what you would, what senses that you guys place at the top of the top, right? But I mean, you got touch, you got smell, you got taste, you got sight, and then you got hearing. I would say that touch, hearing, and sight are probably at the top of those senses. I mean, like, bro, could you imagine, like, okay, you see how we see everything, how we see just on an everyday basis, right? Like, my girl is blind. Not blind, but my girl has trouble seeing. Okay? And sometimes she expresses how hard it is, right? So I could only imagine. Bro, this nigga Fujitora blinded himself. He cut his own fucking eyes. And then, I don't know if this was what his goal was, but because his observation haki got so strong, and because he honed it so much so, he restored that sense that he took from himself. Nigga, that is crazy. That is nuts. Okay? That is nuts. I don't think people understand how crazy that is. I remember when Katakuri was introduced, people were like, Katakuri has the best observation haki in the series. No, the fuck he doesn't. Fujitora's observation haki is, it's better. It is better than Katakuri's, because guess what? I do not, like, how can you rule out future sight from the equation? How can you rule out future sight from the equation for Fujitora? Green Bull is the gag character of the admirals, like Big Mom. That's fine. I don't see any problem with that. People forget Yonko run their own empire while the admirals are in the same team. They can't be equal. Bro, you got confirmation from Big Mom and from Kaido that they hadn't run into each other in over 2 decades because they're just sitting on their thrones chilling. Yo, Billy Bob. So you said future sight isn't needed. You realize that Luffy closed his eyes to to um to get to the point to where he was seeing the future more, or to like go back in that Katakuri fight. You don't need to see to have future sight. I don't like, you don't need to see to have future sight. I hope that you understand that. I hope that that makes sense. Luffy literally closed his eyes to focus more, and whenever he was training with Rayleigh, the dude had a blindfold on. So like, I mean, his eyes were closed. Okay, Billy Bob, if he closed his eyes just to sense it, or if he closed his eyes to calm himself down, why didn't he open his eyes after the fact? Well, Andre Ranch, what Billy Bob just said is that Katakuri's is better than Fujitora's. And he brought up the fact that Fujitora doesn't need future sight because he can't see. His eyes are closed, or he's blind. And I just retorted that with Luffy literally closed his eyes to use future sight at first whenever he was fighting Katakuri. So like, bringing up the fact that Fujitora's eyes are closed and relating that to future sight holds no weight, because one of the first times that we saw future sight, Luffy's eyes were closed whenever he was doing it. And then yeah, like Fujitora, like there's no way you can convince me that Fujitora doesn't have the best observation haki that we've seen so far in the series. Do I think that he's gonna have the best by the end of the series? No, I think that's probably gonna be reserved to either Mihawk or Shanks, because I think that Shanks has probably maxed out, and has probably maxed out every single facet of his haki. Mihawk, I know that Mihawk's original epithet was supposed to be clairvoyant. So what that tells me is that that's gonna be, that's an eye related, and then Mihawk is the only character in the entire series that has an eye epithet. So with the only character in the series with the eye epithet, there has to be something going on with his eyes. Something like, there has to be something there. So I think that Mihawk is going to be. I think Mihawk is probably going to have the best observation haki in the series. I don't think it's going to be close. Let me send out this link to some folks. Yeah. You can argue that Fujitora has more or has better haki than. You can argue that Fujitora has better haki, right? But like it's not. It's definitely not a fact. But from where I'm standing, where I'm sitting, I say that Fujitora has the best haki, the best observation anyway. Let me see here. Let me send this link out. Um, and I'll probably go for a little bit. I don't know how long. Yo, I just asked that if y'all come in here, just let people get their shit off, let people talk, respect, just give respect. That's all. You don't gotta be overly nice or anything like that. Just just keep it cool. Just keep it nice. Keep it right. I was supposed to start this shit earlier, but mm. um Yo, if Island Brasi is around, I haven't seen him in the chat. I'll send him the link. Haven't talked to my guy in a minute. Let's see here. Yo, Wallace, what up? I guess I can handle Wing for a little bit. Wing, I'll send you the link. I don't know if you can join.
Hey Matt, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's good,
Okay,
bro?
we're good, nigga.
Chilling.
You want to talk about the Poneglyph stuff first or the Green Bull stuff?
Yeah. I mean, we can, bro. It don't matter. We can talk about anything. I mean, I know people want to. I know people definitely want to talk about the poneglyphs. Um,
Bro, what I think is crazy is that it was underneath Wano all this time. It's kind of crazy.
hmm?
Another thing it's been underneath Wano all this time. Like I never thought the actual like water around Wano would actually matter.
The water around
Like the
one.
rainwater and shit like that. That stuff.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Like the rainwater that got trapped
Yeah.
because of the borders.
Hmm. Do you think the borders are made out of the same stuff as the red line?
Yeah, probably. That's what I would assume.
Then what was Zunisha gonna do?
Man, I don't know, but that's the thing. It's like what did so Zunisha just like bro, Zunisha literally just came just to come.
Yeah.
Like and there was nothing I mean from where I'm looking at like there was nothing that she was going to be able to do.
I'm assuming right like Zunisha is needed to open the borders of Wano and to get rid of the walls. So was Zunisha just gonna like take all the water out and then they would deal with the walls another way or what?
Well, I'm assuming that there's like a way for them to there has to be a way for those walls to like for the borders to open. Like because Odin it seemed that Odin was like saying like he wanted the borders to be opened um because I think you'll need the ancient weapons once One Piece is found.
Yeah. And it says it was open the borders in time for Joy Boy to come. So Joy Boy's supposed to use Pluton to do something.
Right. And what that something is it to transport the fishmen um
And that's the Noah. The Noah is to transport. So it probably has to do with the weapon, like the actual destructive power itself. Maybe it's like you know how people always had the idea that at some point we're gonna destroy the red line at both points. Maybe Pluton is supposed to like shoot the red line and destroy it.
so then is Pluton gonna be the thing that destroys the borders of Wano?
I don't know. Well, I guess if Oda wants to show off how strong Pluton is, right? When we first see it, he could have it shoot the borders of Wano and just destroy it. Or do you think he would want to save that for when it shoots the red line?
I mean, how are they gonna open the borders, bro? Like how are they gonna get those massive like rocks to like just get out of there?
I don't know.
Like I don't think there's like some machine and you press some red button and then these rocks just crumble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think it's gonna be something like that. I think you're gonna have to like destroy them. So I mean, I don't know what it could be. And then Frankie supposedly has the
The blueprints, yeah, memorized.
yeah, he supposedly has the blueprints memorized. Yo, what's good?
What's good? The Silvers.
Yo, what's happening,
What's up,
Silvers?
Silvers?
How you
What's up,
doing, man?
Silvers?
Chilling, man. Just ready to discuss this chapter, man. It's been a minute.
Yeah, bro, it has. Good to have you in the stream, bro.
Yeah. I think this is my first time on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So, yeah. Well, what were y'all talking about, though?
We're talking about like
Uh
the how
the
would you destroy
Pluton.
the borders of Wano?
Damn.
Like, how do you
Well,
think they're gonna be? And what Wallace asked, he said, do you think the same material that the red line is that what the borders are of Wano?
I think that'll make a lot of sense. As far as going with destroying, I mean, it really makes you think, because, I mean, didn't Momonosuke, wasn't the discussion between him and Zunisha when it came to opening the borders?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
So,
since yeah, you can go.
yeah, I think Zunisha may have had a role to play in that, especially because of how massive Wano is. So that might have been how they get it done.
So you think like Zunisha is gonna like just physically destroy it, or is there something else?
I mean, that seems like the simplest answer. If there's something else, then we probably haven't seen it yet. But yeah, that seems like
I mean, like I'm not mad at that. You know, like maybe
yeah.
Zunisha was there to destroy it, but like my thing is why, like, dude, it's like, okay, so Zunisha just came to Wano just to say Joy Boy is returning and then leave.
Yeah,
Like,
just drive
Like
by dick riding.
yeah,
yeah, pretty much.
and then saying like, and then it's like the same thing with Shanks. Shanks just pops up, and we know that's promo. That's promo for Film
Yeah,
Red. You can't convince me otherwise.
Right.
yes, promo.
Isn't it supposed to come out like next week?
Yeah, I think in Japan next week or a week
Yeah.
after.
Okay, so yeah, that's definitely promo. Like, definitely promo. But anyways, like, like it's the dick teasers for me, bro. Like, why like have these introduce these plot points or introduce this stuff that we want to see, and that that we've been that has been built up for you to like. It's like, I thought about it, but nah, I'ma wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because is at what point are you gonna open the borders of Wano? At what point does that happen? Like when when we're not there, like do we have to wait all the way until the final war to see that?
Well, it could be maybe let's say Luffy finds the One Piece, right? And then you know how before the final war, but we're probably gonna have like a period of time where we go back around the world, see all the people we met before, blah 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 blah. Maybe at that point, Momo will decide since we're about to go versus the world government, let's destroy the borders and let's take Pluton and head towards Marichua.
Right.
Okay, but see my only pushback on that, Wallace, is like, how long are the Straw Hats just gonna be traveling around the world like everything is good after they found the
Well,
One Piece?
so here's the thing. I'm assuming like they're gonna go around the world, right? So I think we both agree that they will go back to the Grand Line, and they'll attack the world government from the Grand Line, not the New World, right?
I mean, that makes the most sense. Like, because when they get to Raftel,
It'll be at the end of
yeah,
the
it'll be at
New
the end
World.
of the. It'll be at the end of the. Well, I don't know, because like, so the way that it seems that Lodestar is at the end of the New World
Yeah,
on the other side of the red line, not Raftel. It seems like Raftel is on just some miscellaneous, because Raftel is not the last island in the Grand Line.
yeah,
It's like the road poneglyphs. They're all to different intersecting points, and the X marks the spot of where Raftel is. So that could be anywhere. Like, I just have a hard time because if it was at the end of the New World, then like it would be much easier to find
that's true. That's true.
than the way that it's like talked about, how it can't be found, like only one person has been there before, or only one crew.
Yeah,
I think I think the fact that we have four rolled poneglyphs means we either have to go up or down on the axis. Like those first three are gonna be where it's at on the sea, and then we either have to go up or down because it just doesn't make sense otherwise, you know?
yeah. Because I feel like because it's on the sea, right? At that point, you
Mm,
technically only just need like three to find
yeah,
it.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the moon.
Yeah,
I hope
that's
so.
kind of what I was getting at.
I pray so.
Yeah, it might be the
I
moon.
hope so, bro. I
Like,
hope so.
because I mean, when we looked at, or when we saw them on Raftel, bro, like there you couldn't see any of the surrounding area, like nothing. It was like no background,
Just a
anything. It was just
void.
all, yeah, it was just a void. So like, I don't know, and I mean, the moon discussion has been there for a long time, like for years, as far as like One Piece goes, and um I just, bro, Oda got to be cooking up something, because like this is, this is gonna be crazy. And I mean, I guess it does make sense for it, like for what you just said. Like, you'd either have to go up or down,
Yeah. Now I
specifically
guess
because of the four coordinates. Like
Mhm.
I think it would be very like for it to just the way that it's the way that it's talked about is that it is on the sea, right? It would just be very hard to believe that the only way that you could get to a place on the sea is with these coordinates.
Yeah. Because at that point, right? For example, Marco. If Marco spends like 10 years just flying around in the new world, he should find it.
Yeah, ideally he could find it.
So maybe it's like the location's like the point of a massive knockup stream that just shoots you to the moon. So I could see that.
Yeah,
and
it's
then it could
probably
tie
something
into,
like that, or it might be that knockup. Like remember that I believe remember the stream that they went through after they got out of Fishman Island.
I think so. The one where they saw all the whales and shit?
Yeah, it's like the White Storm or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that. Oh shit. Brasi.
I can see it. I can see it.
Like the that white storm. I can't remember what it is. Maybe somebody in the comment section does. But y'all know what I'm talking about when that shit that they went through whenever they were leaving Fishman Island. That pushed them out of the
Yeah.
You
Like
talking
a
about
giant
it was
like a
kinda
giant
the
whirlpool
shit
and
from
shit.
Finding Nemo.
Yeah. There you go.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called, but I know what you're talking about.
Hold on, let me try to look this up.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's good, bro?
Yeah, what's good with y'all? Y'all good?
Yeah, chilling, bro. You working?
Yeah, I'm at work right now, bro.
Yeah, man. I already know. What you think of the chapter, Brasi?
10:55. Shit. Like, it was dope, bro, but it's like, I don't know, like, that green bullshit was kind of wild. Like, I understand, like, you know what I'm saying, you gotta show Shanks in a different light and stuff like that, but like, damn, like, you made Green Bull look bad, like, you know what I'm saying, like, just doing that shit, you feel me?
I agree wholeheartedly, bro. I didn't think that was necessary. You know, I know that you got to promote for Film Red and stuff, but was Green Bull or was an admiral necessary in that spot?
As a hype tool.
Yeah, as a hype tool.
I think the result is fine, but the execution is my problem with it. Because from what it looks like, Shanks literally an island distance away used Conqueror's haki, and then this nigga froze up and de-transformed.
Yeah,
and
because it's like you know, it's like, okay, would Shanks be able to knock Green Bull out if he was closer to him?
Bro, because at this point, based on the chapter, if they were face to face, he's knocking that nigga out.
Bro, and I don't want to believe that. I refuse to believe that, actually.
I refuse to believe it too, man.
Yeah,
I
refuse to believe that, but that's like what is, you know, that's what some people are gonna think, and that's probably what some people are already saying. Yeah. Is that if like I can only imagine how King is gonna spin this, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Matt.
Like
3 admirals for 1 Yonko.
Yo, he might ask.
Like, bro, King is gonna be like, yo, if Shanks was at Marineford and used Conqueror's haki the way that Luffy did, he would have knocked out all the admirals. Bro, I can already see it, bro. I can already see it.
Yo, Matt. Bro, I don't understand. Why did Greenville de-transform, bro? Like, there's no way because of
Shanks. He was just being cautious. I mean, the thing is like
his transformation. Fuck.
Like, he knocked that nigga. Oh my god, that is crazy.
My thing is, we all agree Shanks is stronger than Green Bull, so he was just being cautious because he knew someone stronger than him was in the area. Like, I think people just stretch it when they act like Green Bull will get low to mid diff by Shanks.
Oh yeah, that's wild. But
Yeah. Other than that, though, it's like
The
you know
way
he knew
Oda
it.
had this nigga froze up, sweating was crazy.
No, I think he did drag it a little bit with that.
Like that was, bro. He walked away with his hands up. That's crazy.
Yeah, nah.
I mean, like,
that-
if Oda wanted to show like Shanks in a good light and stuff like that, just have Green Bull leave. It's like you making him affected by your conqueror's haki and all that shit. That was just extra.
I feel like people overstate that shit because it's like we haven't seen the full capabilities of conquerors, and for him to stun an admiral, that just means that that just means conquerors is a lot. Even basic conquerors is a lot stronger than we thought.
Yeah.
It's not just a powder cleanser.
You know what I think it is? I think because like when it comes to the admirals and stuff like that, I always have Fujisaur and Green Bull at the bottom. I think
Right.
he's just not necessarily just on that level. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if that was Kizaru, like, I don't think that's happening to Kizaru or any other, or Aokiji or something like that. That's not happening to them. But, like, I feel like the gap between Shanks and Green Bull and Fujisaur is just large enough for him to still not necessarily be knocked out, but, like, at least be a little bit, like, stunned or something like that. Like, for a quick moment in his presence.
I don't know, man. I think Shanks can do that to anybody. It just doesn't mean that he's gonna beat them with that. If he's catching them off guard, I don't see why not.
Bro, this nigga's an island distance away. I don't know, man.
What's the
I
issue?
don't
I mean,
know,
this
man.
is
look,
a top
I
10
think
strongest character.
I think
So.
it also goes into it also goes into just the way that Oda is like writing Green Bull, because it seems a lot of people are saying this is that Green Bull is the big mom of the admirals.
Right.
So it's like could Shanks potentially do this to Big Mom?
No, stop it.
I don't know.
Stop
No.
it right now. Man,
I'm-
there's no way.
No.
Anybody
Listen. I'm not saying like make Big Mom run away, but like the way that Green Bull was caught off guard by the haki, like I think Shanks could do this to multiple people because his conqueror's haki is just that intense. And he has like such control with it. I think that he could like because look at its core, all it is intimidation.
Right.
Like that's what it is at its core. So it's like, just because it's like Silver said, just because Green Bull got affected by the Conqueror's haki, that doesn't mean that like Shanks is coming through and mid-diffing this dude, like, and just destroying him in one attack, or like that he's not going to be a challenge. But I think it's like just the function of the haki.
Nah, man, I don't see. We're talking about Big Mom, not fucking Lin and all that other dumb shit. Big Mom, she's not getting freezed up.
We've seen her.
She's not getting freezed up.
He didn't even get freezed up. That's the thing. I feel like
When it comes to
Hold on.
Conqueror's
Silver,
haki, like-
hold on. Brasi, Silver's was saying something.
I appreciate that. Now, I just feel like, because like we've seen Big Mom and Kaido stunned by attacks that are far less effective. So I think, as far as being stunned and being caught off guard, that could happen to anybody. Now, the reaction, it just depends on the person. Like someone like Akainu, he'd be with the smoke regardless. So I think it's just like people are going off of the personalities of the individual affected rather than, what their actual power is,
I agree.
Brasi,
Brasi, go ahead, bro.
Okay. What I was gonna say is that one thing we do know about Conqueror's haki is that when Josie was or actually when Shanks was on Whitebeard shit, like Josie and Marco was like preparing.
I think you're breaking up.
Yeah, you kind of breaking up, Brasi.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try again.
All right. I'm saying like when Shanks was walking on Whitebeard shit, Josie and Marco was telling the father like, if you're not mentally prepared, you're not gonna be able to like keep your senses around this guy. So I think there is some like evidence to like point towards the fact that Green Bull actually really didn't expect anybody that strong to be on or near Wano. He felt that hockey out of nowhere, like it affected him because even Shanks' old man was like, "Yo, you gotta warn us before you do that shit." You feel me? Like I feel like you actually got to be prepared but in the face of a master conqueror's user.
Nah, I agree, bro. Like, I don't think, like, listen. This is something that definitely should be like this is impressive. It's definitely impressive, but like, since the beginning of One Piece, bro, like Shanks is always like, it seems that Shanks probably is at the top of the top when it comes to Conqueror's haki. That's how I've always perceived it anyway. So I'm not saying that like,
Right.
I'm not saying that I'm not impressed, but like from a Yonko, especially a Yonko that doesn't have a devil fruit, I kind of like would expect this. Like he should be able to do something like this. Because
to an admiral.
I don't see the issue because
bro, Wallace, listen. Wallace, listen, bro, listen. I like, yes, I think because look, if I can't like let's replace Green Bull with Akainu, right?
This is not happening. If this was Akainu,
no. Akainu wouldn't run. Akainu wouldn't dip. He probably would not dip. Akainu would probably stay and fight because that's the type of character that he is.
No,
and because I say Akainu stronger than Green Bull.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, yeah, I would say, I would say a good amount stronger. So like, yeah, Akainu's definitely staying, and he's not like, he's like, oh shit. Versus like, okay, so how Green Bull was like, how he was shocked, how he was surprised. I think Akainu would have been alerted. Akainu would have been alarmed, but he wouldn't have gone as far as Green Bull did. And like, once again, I think that's like the type of characters that they are. So like Akainu, he probably would have stayed, probably would have lost.
Definitely.
I don't know about that one, you know.
Bro, he's fighting.
The red dog is different.
Bro, listen. He like, let's just put this into perspective, Wallace. You got Luffy, Law, Kid, Zoro, all those guys are part of the Alliance. Then you have the Scabbards. Then you have Shanks and his crew, bro. No one person is getting out of that alive.
Yeah, like
okay, Kanye might lose, but a lot of niggas dying. That's what I'm gonna say.
Hey, so I have a question though. Like, and it's partially a theory. It's not fully formed, but it's just like an idea. I want to see what y'all think. With what Shanks did this chapter with the whole haki thing, I don't know if he was just talking to the skies, just yelling out like, you know, to himself or whatever. But do y'all think there's a chance he could have actually been? And I know it's kind of a meme going around, but like haki talk, like he was literally in this dude's mind, especially with what we saw Luffy do when he was underwater, and we still have no answer for it.
I'm 50-50 on that, but I'm open to the possibility.
Here's the thing. I feel like if Roger had it and Luffy had it, I think Shanks definitely has to have it. The voice of all things.
Yeah.
Because to me, it wouldn't make any sense if there's a gap between where Shanks doesn't have it. I feel like everything Roger had, Shanks probably just has it as well.
I mean, to me, bro, like this whole thing from Shanks, like it kind of reminded me some shit out of like Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah. Or Bleach with that spirit person.
Yeah, or Bleach. Like, and I mean, I know a lot of people talk about like JJK. I don't know if like I don't know if this would go in line with like something out of JJK, but like with the way that like he projected his haki and like just the intimidation factor, right? I think like I don't know what goes into the voice of all things. I don't know if that's like a haki technique. I don't know if that's like, you know, related to haki or whatever. But if Shanks was able to like project his like voice or project his spirit through like a combination of like Conqueror's haki and observation, I wouldn't be opposed to that, because like how a lot of people talk about how you know, you combine like there are people in the verse that combine their devil fruits with their haki. I think that Shanks can combine the like his haki together. So like he can use his observation in tandem with his armament, and whatever that's gonna look like, right? I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I think that like because Shanks is on that high, like on that level of mastery, I think that is not out of the realm of possibility for him.
I agree.
And it also kind of matches with what we understand Ryo to be as far as the next step of armament hockey. That could be the next step of observation hockey, and both of them would be implying that you're imposing your will into something.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know how Green Bull. I just, bruh. I like listen, man. Listen, bro. I don't.
He definitely has the worst Admiral introduction, though, for sure.
Yeah, that shit was it was short lived. Like it was dope when he took out King and Queen, and then like,
Bro,
right
bro.
after that, I'm like, damn.
Not even, bro. I think if you put all the content we've gotten from Green Bull and Wano together, it's not even one chapter. But this nigga came and got bitch. Matt, I don't understand. Oda brought him here literally just to clean up and fix all of Wano and then bitch him out.
Yeah, that was literally all he was here for. He just restored some of the environment of Wano, and then he got out of there. And you know, I just question. I just question like the why in that.
It could be his sense of justice. Like I think his sense of justice is unintentional justice. Like where he actually does shit unintentionally that actually helps the other side. That's good. That could be a way in how Sabo and the Revs escape clean like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he could just unintentionally help people. Cause like he unintentionally helped Momo be able to like use a blast breath. You know what I'm saying? Like it's unintentional everything that he's doing. Like he's just helping out.
Now I can see that, bro, because the second he said that fireproof forest shit, I was like, oh, bro, this nigga definitely helped them get away. Like, not just Fujitora, but this nigga too. Because how you tell us that you literally have the way to not get, like, one shot by Sabo, but you still got, like, punked by just Sabo. And a few good men, my bad, but still.
Hey, yo, Matt, I'm not gonna lie. I'm scared, Matt. I'm so fucking scared right now.
You scared for what?
Matt, Matt, I was waiting for Zoro niggas to fucking downplay Green Bull for when Sanji fought him, but Oda's doing it himself, Matt. I'm so fucking scared. I don't want Sanji to even see this nigga ever, bro. Please.
Why would Sanji fight Green Bull?
For the
Admiral
EOS. Come on, bro. Please,
What?
God. I don't want Sanji versus Green Bull.
Wait,
I mean, I
hold on,
think.
but, like,
I think it would be Kizaru versus Sanji.
Yeah.
Pray to
Yeah,
God.
like-
And either way,
Pray
it's
to
going to be
God.
underwhelming because Kizaru be running off too.
Hey, yo, give
I
Zoro
don't know,
Green Bull.
man.
You
He
know what
wanted that smoke with Big Mom and Kaido.
I've
said it.
always
He said it.
like
He's
if
good for the talk.
if there's any if there's any like Admiral to Admiral, I think it would, or Admiral to Straw Hat like matchups. The ones that I've always said were Akainu Luffy. But also though, I think like the Straw Hats as a whole are gonna have some type of get back against Kizaru for the
As a whole?
I
yeah.
think they're gonna jump him.
Yeah. Like for the
Mm.
Sabaody incident, because look, this is the way that I'm looking at it, right? So Luffy's bounty is at 3 bill, right? His bounty. I think that Luffy is gonna have 2 more bounty raises. 2 more bounty raises by the time that One Piece ends. And one thing that I've like just noticed and that I've just been keeping note on is that I don't think it's ever been publicly like that has been publicized that a pirate has defeated an admiral. So like
I don't.
let's go back to like Garp and let's go back to Garp and Rogers like in their days. I don't think it was ever publicized that Roger defeated Garp, Sengoku, any of those guys, because the world government, like, why would they put a story like that out, especially whenever you only had like what 2 admiral level people that we know of, and then you have Kong. Yeah, you have Kong, but he was the fleet admiral at the time. It seemed like the ones that were always out in the field are Sengoku and Garp. So like, let's say that Sengoku, let's say that Sengoku lost to Roger at one point. I mean, Sengoku lost to Whitebeard at one point, and then Garp lost to or Sengoku lost to Whitebeard, Garp lost to Roger at one point, right?
Right.
Let's say that like, why would they publicize that when those are like your main fighting forces?
But I feel like Oda is just gonna keep saving the admirals until the final war.
I mean, we here though. We here.
No. But y'all know what I mean. Like, he's not gonna have them go all out until the final war.
But what other players
like,
do we
that's kinda
have
like
as far as on the board?
Because I feel
Like,
so right now,
like
right? We're
Greenwood
done with
said-
Big Mom and Kaido. I'm assuming we're gonna go to Elbaf next, and then we're gonna deal with the Blackbeard stuff. So I feel like after that point, because like right now, right, we're basically almost done with the Yonko, and that's the reason why the Revolutionary Army is finally getting more shine, because now they're time.
Well, nah, we are done with the Yonko.
Yeah, no, Blackbeard.
Blackbeard Ashton.
Yeah.
Well, nah,
You don't think Big
nah,
Mom's
but
coming back?
huh?
You don't think Big Mom's coming back?
Bro, I'm done with both her and Kaido. I don't
No,
care.
Okay.
I'm still
I mean,
proving
like,
otherwise. That's over with.
With that question, I mean, like, not like what we want, because I don't want to see her again either. But like, I'm saying, like, don't you think that she's coming back, like just objectively?
No.
I used to always push Big Mom and Elbaf, but I think at this point, we're just gonna go to Elbaf, and because we beat Big Mom, they're gonna let us in with a warm hug and shit. I don't like it, but at this point, I'm just tired of dumb shit.
I mean, listen, I think that it's definitely possible that Big Mom could come back, but do I think that she's gonna be like the main villain or the main fight in a future arc? No, I don't.
I think at Elbaf is going to be. I feel like Elbaf is going to be probably like so. It's going to be very quick. But I do think that Big Mom's going to be included in that conference.
I always wanted Big Mom versus Luffy like 1v1, but at this point, it is what it is at this point.
Either Big Mom is going to get taken out by Luffy or she's going to get taken out by Shanks.
No. For me, it was always 1v1, no okie dokes, no bullshit, no Elbaf, Big Mom and Luffy. But now at this point, I just hope they're both dead.
Oh well, they're definitely not dead.
Matt, I don't want to, bro. Matt, I don't want to deal with the shit anymore, bro. Bro, Matt, what's the point?
I hope they're not dead, but I don't know.
I mean, bro, do you know how fucking trash it would be if they died in that lava, bro?
Matt, it's already trash, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't put
it
back,
bro,
don't
don't add more trash onto trash, right?
Matt, bringing them back would make it worse.
Wallace, as much as look, bro, as much as I don't really care to see them back in the story, them coming back is not worse than them dying in that lava.
Because Matt, here's the thing, right?
Or magma.
Big Mom died in that lava. That's actually worse than Kaido dying in that lava.
Kaido, Big Mom dying is bad. But Kaido, his whole thing, oh my god, I want someone to kill me. He gets punched into lava and he loses.
Bro, death completes a person is one of this nigga's quotes, and we don't know if this nigga is dead or not. That is...
It's ass.
That is crazy.
At the same time, though, like, do y'all remember this theory that I think it might have been more to popularized it, and no, it's not the raid failing, but like where we were saying how Luffy always makes sure, like, the way he defeats villains is they don't get their dream. So there was like theories going around that he was gonna have a very unimpressive death. Like, I know it would be shitty, but like, it was unimpressive. No one did witness it. It wasn't this great death that he was looking for. Is that what Oda might have been going for, and it was just kind of hard to handle?
Well, when I think like Kaido was talking about like this impressive death, right? Like he wanted to have a war, like that had the that had the implications of like a marine ford, right?
Yeah.
The thing though is with like Wano wasn't broadcast to the entire world. Like, so there, you didn't know about Wano until like the news came out, until after all of that stuff came out, right? So it's not like like Whitebeard died, bro, giving that fucking amazing speech. Everybody around the world like watched this man die standing on his feet in real time.
Matt, that's actually how I thought Kaido was gonna die. I
No,
thought we were gonna get a fucking. I thought we were gonna get like, you know how like Kaido's taking so many hits. I thought we were gonna get like a tally of just how much damage this nigga has taken.
But
He's
that
I
just
just,
thought those
fucking-
gonna take his head.
that'll just be a rehash of what Whitebeard went through.
bro.
Yeah,
But
bro,
But it
I
wouldn't
thought
have-
that Kaido was like, I thought he was gonna die in front of all of the citizens.
Yeah,
I wanted.
Exactly.
I thought he was gonna die. Like, I thought niggas were gonna be looking above, like in the flower capital, in the sky, and that nigga was gonna like die that way.
And then another thing about, for my point, like, why bring Kaido back? If you bring him back at that point, what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, if you bring him back, bro, and yo, listen, man.
Like, unless you're bringing Kaido back for Kid to fucking beat him, there's no point.
Even bringing back Kaido for Kid to beat him is ass. It's
It
like
is.
like,
It is. It
the
is.
whole war, you had the chance to go take this nigga head top off. Like, he fucked you and your crew up, and like you just like, yeah, Luffy, I'm gonna leave it to you, guy, because you're my hero type of shit now. Like, that shit was weird.
Bro, like, listen, I like, you know, after a while, I started to say like, shit, Kaido should just commit suicide. Kaido, like, I felt like Kaido had accumulated so much damage, and like now he would actually be able to, you know, commit seppuku on himself, right? So that's like that's where I started to go after I kind of like after I was like, yo, this nigga Zoro's probably not getting the fuck up no more. Like, after I kind of like was like, all right, fuck it, that ain't happening. This nigga Kid's not doing nothing. Blackbeard's not coming through. Like, I would have much rather somebody like taken Kaido out than him commit suicide. But the way that he was introduced was him trying to commit seppuku, him trying to kill himself. So I'm like, okay, well, cool. Like, why don't he just go out like that? Like, after he realized, you know, and in my mind, I thought that there was going to be some type of like revelation between himself realizing that Luffy was Joy Boy and him like,
He never even did
and right, and him coming to terms with that. And then that is what he's like, okay, I can trust that. And listen, this is corny as fuck, but like, I can leave everything to you type shit. I'm peacing out of here. Like, you've proven yourself to me. I'm out. Goes and commits suicide. But like, bro, for us not to even get any clarification on his death or his whereabouts is like, that just leaves me kind of puzzled, bro. Like, I'm just like, yo, that's kind of crazy.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
They're
Like,
holding out
I
hope,
actually
bro.
really thought he was gonna die by getting like I thought Luffy was going to like, you know, like knock him unconscious and like as he's floating like from the sky, like by the hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought he was going to hit the water, and he was going to be like Jack when Jack got taken out by Zunisha, where he could actually at least breathe on the water and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I thought like Kaido was going to die by literally not being able to do anything, by not being able to fight.
Man, you can't do nothing in that lava.
Bro, that lava's not doing shit to Kaido, bro.
We're going to
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I just don't see how the lava's gonna be doing anything to Kaido.
96.7 or 967 Stone Lake Drive.
That boy just gave his whole addy on the internet.
Hey,
bro.
Breezy,
Stop,
mute yourself.
Bro, stop, bro. Stop.
Hey, Brazzy, mute yourself.
Huh?
Niggas can
Oh,
hear you
shit.
with your address. and
My
shit.
bad, my
Yeah,
bad, my
bro. Yeah.
bad. Hey, my address anyways.
Still.
But yeah, bro, like, I just didn't I didn't really understand that. But so we was talking about Pluton and shit like before y'all like got in here. I think it was me, Wallace, and Silvers. We was just talking about Pluton and what do y'all think about that? Like, do y'all think that do y'all think that Pluton is gonna be found, or that, you know, anything is gonna be done with Pluton before we leave? Oh, wait. Hold on. Before we get into that, bro, I'm trying to tell you niggas, law is a part of sword, bro.
Hey,
Y'all niggas don't think that it's fucking weird that when a Marine pops up, this nigga law just disappears from everybody?
I mean, he had a purpose, but
Bro,
he did like just pop up behind Robin, like, hey, what's
bro,
happening?
the nigga just pops up out of nowhere. And then, like, dog, this nigga law has as many poneglyphs as the Straw Hats do.
Hey,
Well,
yo.
He was
He's
kinda,
a smart nigga, man. What do you mean,
Bro,
bro?
like,
wait,
fam, listen. The road poneglyphs don't got shit to do with the Will of D.
Hey, yo.
that's
They-
Loki just exposed that nigga.
They
bro. That's
don't
true.
got shit to do with the
That's
Will
true.
of D, bro. They have nothing to do with that. So this nigga law, like, everybody's like, oh, well, we know that law wants to figure out the law or the Will of D. Nigga, no, he does. Or yes, he does. He's saying that. He said that, right? But fam, what does the Will of D have to do with the red poneglyphs? With the road poneglyphs, bro?
Well, didn't Law
you
says
mean
he also
like-
wants to be Pirate King?
No, I don't think he wants to be part.
No, he did say he was going after One Piece. In the
Yeah,
first time skip.
Law said that he wanted to go after the One Piece. He told his
Yeah.
crew that. He said that One Piece was
The
always
One
going to
Piece
be
isn't
there.
going anywhere.
Yeah, he said the One
Yeah.
Piece isn't going anywhere. It was after Marineford. He said that. Yes.
And I feel like,
I mean,
wait,
but, like,
Matt, for
then again,
example,
he
right?
could change up
Even
his
if you
whole
don't,
vote.
even if he doesn't want to, let's say, the road poneglyphs, he would still want to know about it. Like, he's still interested about the history of the world and shit.
Wallace.
No, I agree he's
Wallace.
part of-
Wallace.
I
Wallace.
agree he's a
Wait,
part
The
of
road
sword.
poneglyphs.
Wait, hold on. The Will of D is on the last poneglyph on Raphael, is it not?
I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah, that's where he said he learned about everything. Roger and Odin.
Well,
Yeah, so, like,
but
I mean,
the
that's
Rio,
probably
but the
the reason
Rio
why he
poneglyph
found
is
out.
whenever you combine all of the poneglyphs that you found.
Yeah, but that's what. Wait, hold on. What?
The Rio poneglyph.
The final.
It's like the final
It's when you
poneglyph.
put-
It's like when you combine all of the poneglyphs that you found.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Wait,
Yeah, it's supposed to be all. It's supposed to be all of them, even the ones they missed. So like when because Roger and them didn't hit all of the poneglyphs, but like when they got to Raftel, there's supposedly like the real poneglyph, which has all of them.
Wait, Matt. I
Wait,
just
hold on.
realized
So the real poneglyph is already on Raphael.
That's what they said.
I guess that's what is assumed.
Yeah.
That's what's assumed. Because the Rio poneglyph is like it's like when you combine all of the poneglyphs together, like the message.
It's like if you had all the screenshots to the message thread.
But listen. This is all I'm saying, right? About law. I just find it very weird that this nigga just appears out of nowhere whenever Robin is about to go read these poneglyphs. And like I understand, and just, you know, I don't know if this is coincidence, but an admiral pops up and that nigga just pieces out. It's like, hey, let me go over here and see what these niggas is doing.
Well,
One thing I will say was
he
really,
shouldn't
like,
know
it's so-
Green Bull is here, though, right? Because
Okay,
Killer doesn't know.
Who?
Killer doesn't know Green Bull is here either.
Man, Killer, he's not really that guy. You know what I mean? Like, nobody cares about this nigga.
Like even Kid. Well, I guess Kid is not even in the chapter.
Yeah, I was gonna say we never saw either of them. We only saw Law and Luffy in this chapter.
Because
Like,
we have a
Kid
Killer
is just-
panel of Killer
I mean,
just
look at
fucking eating.
He was eating. He was at the party.
Luffy,
Yeah.
like, look at the party.
Well, I guess Luffy
Like,
had
I
like
would
better
say this, right,
observation,
about
so you
the
could
Law
tell.
thing. It was weird that, like, when Law first made the pact with Luffy, Robin was the one who warned him and said, "Yo, like, pirate alliances often end in betrayal and stuff like that." And then he said he wasn't gonna betray Luffy in front of Robin, and she went along with it. I do think it's funny that again when he is like, you know, finding the poneglyphs and stuff.
Okay, so wait a second. Here we go. I just went and looked it up. Brasi, I don't know if you were still saying something. You were kind of in the Matrix.
Yeah.
But so look, the Rio poneglyph, literally meaning true text of history, is, according to Robin, the message carried by all the poneglyphs along the Grand Line. It is rumored to contain the true history of the world, including the Void Century, of which research is forbidden. In order to find it, one must take passages from the other poneglyphs with them on their travels. Goldie Roger seems to have accomplished this task, according to Rayleigh. According to Tamago, the Rio poneglyph is in fact composed of only 9 poneglyphs. So there's only 9 that actually like combine to form the Rio poneglyph.
And that's the ones with the ancient history on them.
Yes.
And then all the other ones just have like extra.
They're just extras.
detail.
Yeah, right. There's only some with the actual like ancient history on it. Not every single poneglyph has text about the ancient history.
Yeah.
Right. So the ones that actually do are the ones that you form together to create the Rio poneglyph.
That nigga Law said, I want to collect them all, though. So I feel what you're saying. He really, but like the thing is, if he's working for Sword, what is their interest in finding this true history? Like, what would you say that would be?
Well, see, I don't know what Law, like, bro, I don't think that everybody in Sword wants to figure out the true history. Bro, it's hard. It's hard, right?
Yeah.
Because, bro, this is my thing. This is my only thing, right? When we're talking about Law, I would actually be very upset. I would be angry if Law continued to go with the Straw Hats. I would actually be pissed.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Bro, he makes... Listen. Law is a cheat code.
He is. He is a cheat code.
Like, why do you have this nigga... Like, bro, let this nigga go do what he wants to do, man. Let Law go do what he's... Let Law go do what he's gonna do.
But
It's
here's
just
like,
'cause I
if
like
Law
seeing him
leaves,
as
what
a
would he even
threat.
do? Like, let's say Law leaves, right? What would he go and do?
Bro,
I mean,
he could go do
I think
anything.
And also, I feel like if Law cares enough about the One Piece, right, and all this information, he knows following the Straw Hats is his best chance to get this information.
Yeah. He made that
would
decision back
stay.
in
He
Marine
just
Corps.
believes
I think Law's with us to the end of the story, bro.
I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
my
Yeah, like-
God, no.
Matt, I can
It's
see it.
looking like it, bro. It's looking
I
like
can see it, Matt.
I think the whole reason why he's here is like he is going to go to Laptel, but the thing about it is like he has to stop somebody like from entering the same way Luffy has to stop Blackbeard, the Law has to stop Kid. Because I feel like the whole reason why Kid is getting hyped up is because he is going to be one of those final players on their way to Laptel. But you know, like Oda wrote it like, you know what I'm saying, Law's trying to figure out Kid's abilities and how long, you know what I'm saying, it takes like, you know, for him to use it and stuff like that. And vice versa. Like Kid is like, yo, I'm not trying to tell you like, you know what I'm saying, about my awakening and stuff like that. So I feel like that was just a setup for them to have like, you know, their own little final war. You know what I'm saying? Right at the same time as Blackbeard and the Straw Hats are like, you know, fighting.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think that's some copium for Kid, man. I don't think he's gonna be that important.
Yeah, I will say this though.
No, I like, bro. Like some part of me has given up on Kid, but then it's like, why make this nigga's bounty $3 billion?
Yeah, like I'm saying, he gotta be doing something. Like, there's no point in continuing this whole supernova trio if like I feel like the reason why he's hyping him up, like in the same sense as like as he's hyping Blackbeard up, is because these four, like, you know, supernova will be present at the end when everything, you know, comes to a head. Like, you know, Luffy, his alliance, Blackbeard, and Kid Patterson trying to like, you know, like take everything too. So I feel like that's what. And then, like, you know, it's gonna be like probably the battle of Laptel or something, or Laptel.
I would say though, like a lot of people are gonna kill me for this. I think Luffy only has like 4 major fights left in the series, and I think Kid's one of them.
I agree. I think we do get Kid versus Luffy.
Yeah, I still think that we get Kid versus Luffy.
Because even
How
though
does Kid
maybe
contend, bro?
Copian, but I think Kid is gonna be involved when Blackbeard kills Shanks.
You still think Shanks is dying?
Yep.
I think
He's getting
Shanks is
patched up.
dying, 100%.
He's gonna get rolled up into a blunt and smoked.
No. Let me stop this. Okay, so now I will officially say that the people that are like, yo, people don't die in One Piece, they actually are kind of spitting on that, right? Because Kaido should die, or Kaido should be dead, but we don't know. If he is, we don't know what's happening with him, right? So if Oda can't even pull the trigger on killing Kaido, then how the fuck do I think he's gonna pull the trigger on killing Shanks?
Who is supposed
Kaido's
to be his
wait,
character.
Matt. Kaido's not Shanks.
So what? Shanks is in terms of narrative importance, Shanks is in an entirely different stratosphere than Kaido is. So it should be easy. It should be easy for you to kill Kaido, because even with what I just said about how Shanks is more important than Kaido, right? Kaido still was important. He was a big part of the story. Like, I mean, the entire post-time skip was leading up to Kaido's defeat.
Yeah.
So,
but I feel like unless Blackbeard takes his other arm, I don't see Shanks living. Like I feel like he has to die.
Man,
why though?
Bro,
unless we think
listen,
Shanks will be alive to see Luffy become Pirate King.
Listen, right? When I say this, right, bro, you need people to die in a series, or like to move especially series like this, right? Battle Shonen. You need people to die to move the story forward, to get these characters to grow. Bro, would Naruto have become the Naruto by the end of the series if Jiraiya didn't die?
No. He had to die.
He had to die, right?
Think...
He had to. And Bleach, right? One of the biggest mistakes that I think Kubo ever made was letting his fans dictate how he wrote his story. He should have left Byakuya dead.
Should have.
Whenever Byakuya died by that Stern Ritter. I think it was Anananan.
Nigga should have stayed dead.
I think it was him. I can't remember but the nigga stole his Bankai and all that shit, and then he died. And because of the pushback that Kubo got from all of these fucking fans on Twitter, he brought Byakuya back, I think, like 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
But bro, Byakuya was dead, and that was and you could see that it was gonna become great development for Ichigo and for Rukia and for Renji. For those three specifically. And that kind of Byakuya coming back, I think really deterred what Kubo was what he intended and what he was writing, right? So for this, when and you can go down the list of people that have died in shonens, and you can we can do this all day. I think deaths do something for a series. Okay, let's talk about in Harry Potter, Dumbledore and Snape, probably two of the most important deaths in the series, and they were pivotal to Harry's growth and Harry's mission and what he inevitably had to do.
Yep.
You can't,
true.
Shanks can't, or I mean, if Snape die, or if Snape doesn't die, how does Harry figure out that he's actually a Horcrux?
I don't think Harry would have gotten the will to let himself die if Snape didn't die.
And if he didn't see, if he didn't get those revelations about Snape and with Snape and his mother and so on and so forth, right? You gotten that with little sprinkles all throughout Harry Potter, and then boom, you finally get hit by it, and then you're like, oh shit, this nigga's actually the best character in the whole series. Snape is bar none the best character in Harry Potter to me. I don't think it's even close.
It's not.
I don't think it's close at all, bro. I mean, Dumbledore, maybe you could throw him in there.
Nah.
I'm saying just who you would talk about, right? As like just the best written
Yeah,
characters. You could throw Harry in there. You could throw. I think Jenny is so much better in the books than she is in the fucking movies.
But I hate Jenny. I hate Jenny.
Yeah,
Big fat.
Jenny in the movies is ass, like terrible. And then the relationship with her and Harry is ass.
It is.
And
He should have got one of Hermione. He should have got one of Hermione.
Right. He should have definitely got with Hermione. Hermione's one of the best written characters as well in the books. Okay, but now, one more, Neville. Okay. And
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Neville's one of the best characters like written as well. Like, and I'll leave it at that, right? So it's like when you come and you know we can go over and we can talk about plenty of like other literature, other books, series, so on and so forth. But like death moves the plot forward. It forces certain characters to grow in ways that they couldn't before, because like you gotta like face like you gotta face like these hard emotions. You gotta go. The character has to navigate through his feelings and like how that impacts the world and his world. Okay, so it's like, man, I'm trying to think. One of the best. I mean, Jiraiya is probably one of the best deaths like in anime, I think. Y'all ever seen Gurren Lagann?
Yeah, oh, that shit's dope.
Kamina.
Yeah, Kamina.
Oh, that shit's sad as fuck.
Like Kamina's death helped Simone in the long run. It wasn't just immediately, it happened throughout like the series. So it's like when man, I really just think that death is something that helps the story. It helps the series. I still, I'm probably going to get killed for this too, but I believe in my heart of hearts, wholeheartedly, that the biggest death flags on the Straw Hat crew, besides Luffy, is Robin and Usopp.
That's fact.
Yeah, Usopp, man. I
I don't know about Robin, but like I agree with the Usopp.
Bro, if Usopp dies, do you understand how crazy that is gonna hit?
That would, if it's done well, if it's done the way I want it to be done, it'll probably be the best death in the series. Even better.
Have y'all seen Stampede?
No, I haven't seen Stampede.
Yeah, I've seen Stampede. Yeah.
Okay, do y'all remember that scene with Usopp, bro?
Yeah, the scene with Usopp in that movie was actually really fucking good.
Bro, he was dope.
Like whenever he did, whenever he sent the pop green out to and he that shit was fire.
Yeah, that shit was lit.
That's legit how I imagine like a Usopp death scene would have to be. Like that's how he gets his bravest, soldier of the sea type shit.
I agree.
That would be a good send off, to be honest.
Bro,
Yeah,
I'm
bro,
telling you, like
chills, bro.
Usopp can literally achieve his dream in death.
Yes. Well, then I guess who kills him?
Who kills Usopp?
Who kills Usopp?
Akainu or Emu?
I would say Blackbeard.
I agree,
Blackbeard,
Matt.
bro.
I agree.
I say Blackbeard.
No, bro.
Matt.
I would say Blackbeard.
Imagine if Blackbeard kills Usopp and Shanks. Oh my fucking god. Luffy versus Usopp would be the best fight in fucking Shonen, bro.
I really don't see him killing Shanks. I don't see why Shanks has to like die at this
Okay,
point in the story.
Brazzy, let me say it like this. Blackbeard and Shanks have a destiny that will align. And when their destiny align, only one person will survive that battle. Only one person. Either Blackbeard dies or Shanks dies. That's the only option. Literally the only option. So Shanks has to die.
And bro, I've said
all this time, and then he finally does something just for this nigga just to die right after.
Well,
that.
bro,
That
I
doesn't
think
sound-
listen. I think characters like Dragon, characters like Mihawk, characters like Shanks are gonna fight one time, and they're done. They're one and dones.
One and done.
One and done.
Yeah.
Like Jiraiya. Like Jiraiya, like Itachi. Who else can and Toriko, like Ichirayu, like like Bleach, bro, and what's his name? Yamamoto.
The captain.
The captain commander. There's certain characters like bro, only one fight is enough. Whitebeard had one showing. One fight was enough. That's it. That's all you need from them. Because they're so fucking good. They're so great.
because
I
their
agree.
final fight and their final moment is going to be the climax of their character, where pulls everything together. That's the whole point. So Shanks, when he fights Blackbeard, because Blackbeard and Shanks are 100% going to fight. When he
Yeah,
fights
absolutely.
Blackbeard, he has to lose because Shanks' death will change the entire. Shanks' death is basically like what happened when Whitebeard died. It will change the entire balance of the world and
But the
set things
world
in
is
motion
already
for the
set
final
up.
war.
Yona in the chat said also Netero
Yeah.
and Miriam. Like, you only need
Bro-
these guys to fight one time, bro. You don't need them to, like, bro. I would be shocked. I would be shocked if Shanks, Mihawk, or Dragon fight more than one time.
I agree. Hey,
Well,
bro, let me
okay.
give you an example. I think for the final war or for the fall of the world as a whole in the current system, there are 3 people who are holding the reins for the world. Whitebeard in terms of his power and his title, and how he basically just asserted dominance across the world. Doflamingo in terms of his connections. For example, the warlord system would not have been abolished if Doflamingo was still a warlord. Absolutely not. And because of the abolishment of the warlord system, you're basically taking away one of the competing powers in the entire world, in the warlord. And then Shanks dying. Shanks dying would also remove another balance in the world. And then boom, the final war happens. So those
But you
3
see,
people
that's the
have
thing
to
about
die.
Shanks doesn't need to die because the world is already up in flames as it is. Eight of the kingdoms already went away from the world government. You know, the revolutionary army is gaining traction. You got the pirates, like you got 3 pirates. Well, I don't know like what SSG, like, you know, which warlords they took out or who they didn't take out, but I can guarantee at least Mihawk is still out there. Mihawk, I think Weevil should still be out there, and maybe Boa too. Like, you got
Bo was
pirates.
captured.
You think Boa's captured?
Yeah.
Locked up.
Well, okay. Well, like, you take away Boa, but you still got Weevil and Mihawk. Mihawk, the biggest one. Like, I don't think Mihawk is going to just sit by and do nothing as the final war takes place. To be honest, I actually saw it as like, you know what I'm saying, like because like a lot of like I know a lot of fans think that Zoro's going to take out Mihawk and then we're going to go into the final war, but I can't see a time frame in which Zoro takes out Mihawk before the final war. Like, he's going to be with his captain the entire time. I don't think Mihawk is going to be like, well, you know, like the world government just came after me. Let me just go fight Zoro.
Well,
I think
see,
he's
the
actually
way
going to go to.
I can
The way-
give you a way that it'll work.
hang on. Just
Go ahead, bro.
Nah,
Go ahead.
the way that I look at how the final war is gonna be structured, or like just something that'll be done. All of these Straw Hats, they're gonna have their titles. So Luffy's gonna be the Pirate King, and Zoro's gonna be the world's strongest swordsman. By the time that the final war happens, like Zoro's,
I think he gets after.
I think he gets it during.
Because Matt, think
final
about
war.
this. If let's say Zoro fights a swordsman or something in the final war, wouldn't that would then like go against Mihawk being the strongest swordsman?
no, it
He doesn't
wouldn't.
have to fight a swordsman.
I guess that's fair.
If
Yeah,
he
that's fair.
struggled more, like if he takes out Mihawk, right, and he goes into the final war and goes against, like, let's just say Green Bull or Fujisaura, right? He fights them and he struggles more. Like, even though he just took out Mihawk, that makes Mihawk look bad. I think in the final war, I don't even think Zoro's going to fight an admiral anymore. I think in the final war, for some reason, I think Mihawk is going to be there to, like, you know what I'm saying, get his revenge on, like, you know what I'm saying, the government that's been, like, you know, basically, like, they just sent niggas after him. So he's not going to just sit by and just let them do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be in a final war, like, situation, doing whatever he wants as a pirate now, because he's back in his pirate days and, like, you know, his blood is boiling and whatnot. I think Zoro's going to meet him on the battlefield and take him out. I think Green Bull is going to be taken out by Yamato, Kizaru Sanji, Akainu Sabo, and In, you know, that's Luffy's. And Dragons.
See, I don't know, bro. The way that I'm kind of just looking at this is, well, see, I don't know if Zoro leaves the crew to go find Mihawk or if Mihawk pulls up on the crew.
I just can't see, because, like, think about this, right? I can't see, because, like, the way Zoro, like, is, like, you know, his loyalty to Luffy, I don't see Zoro accomplishing his goal before Luffy becomes Pirate King. So after they come from Laugh Tale and stuff like that, they just had a fresh battle with Blackbeard and whatnot. That's when the war starts. As soon as they find the war piece, I mean, the One Piece, that's when the like you know what I'm saying the next stage is gonna happen. It's gonna fly by quickly. They're gonna go straight into like the next stage is it's just the final war. So it's like I can only see one way that Zoro actually like goes in and becomes the strongest swordsman is only if he takes out Mihawk during the final war. Because like even if you wait until after the final war, it's like okay, well you're taking out Mihawk now. Like it's like I don't know. I feel like in order to make it even more crazy, you have to have like big scale battles all around. You know what I mean? Like Mihawk versus Zoro, the animals. You know, you got Fujitora probably defecting with Sword and like you know Garp and Sengoku and all them. I think Garp dies during the final war. He should die actually.
So if I may offer my head canon, the way I see it, no, you good, bro, you good. It's no problem, no problem. But I was gonna say the way I kind of can see it, for Zoro fighting Mihawk before the final war, is I still believe in that whole Shanks Davy back theory that could possibly happen on Elbaf. And the way I kind of see that happening, and it kind of had to change because we just saw Shanks, but I see Mihawk instead of like not running away from the Marines, but just saying, hey man, like look, they got the whole squad coming after me. I'm finna just go kick it with my boy Shanks. And then he ends up like not taking the first mate role of Shanks, but basically I don't see like Zoro matching up against Ben Beckman in a Davy back fight. So I kind of see it as them having the matchup set for that Davy back fight, Zoro and Mihawk being like not really personality wise being a part of that and being like, hey man, let's go handle this duel. And they literally go walk off to like it would just be a dope ass vibe. Like they literally go walk off to this, you know, sunny or this island that's just a hill with grass, and they have their fight at the sunset. You know what I'm saying? Like why everybody having their debut back. And the only reason I say that is because in the final war, like what you're saying, where it got to be big battles everywhere, I think we're still forgetting because Oda has just glossed over it for so long, the SSG. And Matt, I still kind of subscribe to your theory where the SSG is just basically super soldiers of like characters we already know, like Smoker getting another devil fruit added to him or stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
Well, see, yeah, like, bro, I think that Vegapunk, or I think it's that, right? I think like Smoker's gonna come back definitely and have like more powers, more like he's gonna be souped up some way. But I mean, like something else I think is like they're gonna be like that Vegapunk figured out how to put more than one devil fruit power into a pacifista, like into Kuma or something.
Yeah. Well, I can see, let's say, like, for Smoker, let's say, like, you can give, like, a Kainu and Aokiji's fruit to Smoker. Like, let's say it's smoke now can, like, change temperature. That could do a lot for Smoker.
I mean, like, bro, imagine Kuma with... So they retain, like, his powers. They give him the beams from Kizaru. He's able to use some gravitational pulls and stuff from Fuji. He's able to... Like, bro, I'm saying like multiple functions of devil fruits, bro.
Do you think they could give haki
almost like the
to
Sentinels
Pacifista
from X-Men?
Can you give haki to Pacifista?
Nah, because they're not living.
True.
They have no will.
But what I was gonna say about that is that I think the SSG are actually clones. Like they're not clones of like niggas that are still alive. They're clones of like some of the strongest like people, like, you know what I'm saying, in history and shit like that, right? So they're clones, but like, you know what I'm saying, they've been given a devil fruit. Just think about it. Badge was basically Vegapunk, Caesar, Judge, and Queen. Caesar's whole thing was you know, the fucking smiley thing, you know,
Smile.
devil fruit, right? Vegapunk, or not Vegapunk, but Judge not only is he able to, like, you know, give his, Judge, he's able to give his kids the exoskeleton and, you know, the abilities, but he's also able to clone the shit out of, like, you know, those regular soldiers. So I think, and so Queen has weaponry and whatnot. I think basically the SSG is clones, like, you know what I'm saying, with the weaponry, like.
Wait, is there a break next week?
That's why he was replicating.
Nah, I don't think there's a break.
Nah, after next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he was just replicating Kaido's devil fruit to see if he could other group, so that way, whenever he clones these people, he can not only give them mechanical like features and powers and stuff like that, but he can also give them the actual devil fruit.
That's fair. I can see that.
I mean, yeah, if
I
he
think the
succeeded,
SSG is
if
the
he
game
succeeded in cloning Kaido's devil fruit, then he's definitely succeeded in cloning other devil fruits.
Oh yeah, Matt. Do you think the SSG could have like Kaido scales?
Nah, because they got Wapple Metal.
No, but like Wapple Metal on top of Kaido's scales.
Nah.
That's a lot.
Nah, I just say Wapple Metal. And then, like, remember, like, there's upgraded pacifistas that I think we first seen them in, like, Film Z or something like that.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we first seen them in, like, Film Z. So there's upgraded pacifistas and stuff. So, like, I mean, you know, you could. I don't know, bro. Like, a part of me has always thought that SSG stood for Super Science Giants.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, there's a lot of like routes that we could go. I mean, my instincts or my gut just tells me that it is probably the pacifista with multiple devil fruit abilities in one, because like, why are they trying to get, or like, why do they have Vegapunk doing all of this research and stuff for devil fruits? And why was like, whenever Drake saw Kuma or saw the pacifista, he was like, yo, they've gotten this much or Vegapunk has accomplished this much already. So that gets me thinking that they're like, that they're working on multiple fruits, multiple powers that they're trying to transport into these you know, soldiers. And then the soldiers aren't alive, so like multiple devil fruit powers in one, you know, it's not like they're gonna die from that.
That's very true.
Shout out to Brago in the chat. Slut.
Hey, yo, I would say I think the best panel of this chapter is the monster trio and like Jinbei just sitting there.
Yeah.
That was
very hard.
I'm not gonna, just based off that one panel, if Green Book got past them niggas, man, that nigga would get packed up. I'm not gonna lie, because that panel was hard as fuck.
Yeah, it was dope.
Silvers, do you think Zoro is gonna be the world's strongest swordsman during the final war, or he fights Mihawk in the final war?
Typically I would have thought that it would have been something after like the crew had completed all their, you know, objectives, but seeing how things have been going, I don't know. It might be in the final war. Like Mihawk just might end up being a participant there, and Zoro ends up fighting him. That's not how I would like it to go down, but it's definitely a possibility.
I can see that.
Something just tells me I think he's gonna have the title during the
going
war.
into it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Going into
okay.
it.
So you think basically like all the Straw Hats gonna completed their objectives before?
Well, not all. Like not. Well, I mean, when you really like look at it, they should theoretically.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like,
You gotta have that lineup, man.
I mean, the main ones who have like a goal, or they all have goals, right? But Luffy is definitely gonna accomplish his goal before the final war.
Of course, yeah.
Then let's look at Nami. Nami will have completed hers.
Mm-hmm.
Because all Nami needs to do is get to Raftel or like explore some of the last islands, I guess, in the Grand Line. You know, people say that we're gonna go to Lodestar. We probably will. I'm not opposed to that. But yeah, like Nami's dream, and we haven't been keeping up with her progress on that. So who knows how far Nami is in terms of like her dream. But
she could be a lot further than we think.
Yeah. and then Frankie, his dream's gonna be done by the time that we get to One Piece. Sanji's is iffy because
Sanji's dream should be achieved when Luffy achieves his dream.
Yes, theoretically.
Because I don't know if y'all watched the video on like Morge made, but he said that only Sanji and Luffy were the only people to like come together because of their dreams and shit. So it's possible that Sanji's dream is related to like the One Piece and stuff like that.
Yep. Never forget that panel when they looked like two little kids, man, just dreaming, bro, looking off into the distance.
So yeah, so based on that, I like the idea that when Luffy achieves his dream, that Sanji would also achieve his dream as well. Like his dream might be the One Piece, or whatever that means, as well. Like
they happen at the same. Yeah, I think they're tied together too.
And then let's see.
But real quick
so,
go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say. So Chopper's dream is to be able to cure any disease or whatever. Cool.
So yeah, so like Luffy could get like sick going to Raft Hell, and he could cure him there, and then boom, his dream is solved.
Or cure him before the final war. Whatever the case may be. Robin's dream is definitely gonna be done once they get to Laugh Tale.
And then Brooks is just once we go around the world, we'll see.
Yeah, Brooks, he wants to go back to Laboon, and
that's simple.
Yeah, that's simple. And then who else is there? That's it. We don't know or Yamato's dream. She wants to leave Wano.
Yeah. So I guess honestly, what could happen is let's say Luffy becomes Pirate King, and then that's in the newspaper and shit. They increase their bounty, and then Mihawk sees that. He's like, "Oh shit, Zoro's ready." He gets on his boat. He goes and finds Zoro, and then they fight before the final war. So I can see that.
I mean, either way, here's my thing. Either they got to achieve their dreams or they got to get new epithets before the final war. Because we have to have that lineup where people are literally looking at all when the Straw Hats pull up. Like, oh my gosh, there's the... he might not be there yet. Yeah, bro. Like, we got to be like, oh my gosh, it's the Pirate King. Oh my gosh, it's the world's greatest navigator. Oh my gosh, it's the... You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I've always envisioned is like whenever Luffy and Zoro or whenever the Straw Hats enter the battle for the final war, like they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, it's the world's strongest swords. Like they're gonna call that nigga that, and they're gonna like it's gonna be the world's strongest swordsman and the Pirate King.
Yes,
we
need that, bro.
Like that's how they're gonna be introduced in the final war, bro. And
that'd be raw as hell.
And I mean, like as far as Mihawk, like my biggest thing with Mihawk is Mihawk going to go to Zoro or is Zoro gonna go to Mihawk? And I think it would be so much better if Mihawk came and found Zoro.
I agree.
Right.
Because I guess the only way I could see Zoro going to Mihawk, because I do think at some point the crew will split up a little bit before the final war. So maybe if that happens, I could see that.
For what?
Can I? Yeah,
because I like the idea that I think Sanji is gonna go back to Germa and he's gonna bring Germa to the final war. I think Sanji by EOS is gonna be the person in control of Germa.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah,
because for example, right? I think Sanji by EOS is gonna have his own Baratier. I think he's gonna turn Germa into his Baratier.
Well, that's like that's like last panel or last panels of One Piece. Yeah, that's like part of the epilogue. I don't think that's gonna happen like while he's on the crew.
I can't see that happening while. You said what?
What'd you say, Brossi?
What?
That nigga's in the Matrix. He's in the Matrix.
But no, I was just gonna say I don't see that happening with while Zeph is alive, bro. I just can't see that.
Nah, he has to have his own Baratier, bro.
Zeph, like his actual dad. Zeph, Red Lake Zeph.
Well, the thing about it is like this is how I see it, right? Is Sanji can accept that he's invincible, you know what I mean, without actually like saying that, yo, Judge is my dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? He already recognizes that Judge isn't his dad, and Zeph is his dad. I think the whole thing about invincible is that if, like, you know, if Sanji's going to accept that he's invincible and that he can't run away from what he is, then he's gonna have to accept it and overcome it and change it into like whatever he wants it to be. I think the whole Smoke thing, like, you know, where how they can just like easily traverse like the red line and stuff like that. I think that's gonna be like he's able to like move across any sea and stuff like that, and you know, like basically be able to traverse the red line and, you know, like take his like, you know, his restaurant anywhere. But I feel like in order for his whole like storyline to be tied up, not only does Judge has to realize that Sanji's actually his greatest creation, but Sanji also has to like, make Judge realize that there's one true king. You know what I'm saying? The person who actually like should actually run the German 66 is the greatest creation of the German 66. Because it's like they only recognize power. They're not they don't give a fuck about words and shit. They don't even give a fuck if you save their lives. They still told Sanji that he was basically a failure and tried right after that shit. So he has to demonstrate a display of power in order to like get them on the side of the strides. And I feel like at that point, you know what I'm saying, like then that's when actually Judge is going to be able to like actually listen to his son and actually accept his son. I feel like it has to come full circle, because like if we leave it off just like this, it's like, you know what I mean, like, so Judge is never going to like, you know what I'm saying, realize what his son did, that he actually took out Queen, like one of his adversaries and whatnot. Like, you know what I mean, it has to come full circle.
Yeah, but I think that can come full circle in a Judge looking at the newspaper panel, bro.
So, but even if right, he reads the newspaper like, oh, you took out Queen, that's it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it has to be a face-to-face interaction where it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because like Sanji himself is still going through like an inner turmoil where he's like, yo, like, I don't want to be like them. I don't want to be like them, but you are like them now. You know what I'm saying?
And
At least like, you know, DNA wise. You know what I'm
that's kind of
saying?
where
So
I
it's like,
disagree. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's kind of where I disagree. I feel like he wrapped that up when he destroyed the raid suit and was like, I'm choosing not to deal with it. And then Oda kind of put another bow on that when him and Zoro had their little squabble at the end. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to kill you, ain't I? And he was like, nah, I already dealt with that.
That was about the emotional side, like his emotions, like if his emotions like went out of like, you know, the way that he became, you know what I'm saying, an emotionless creature. Like that's why he destroyed the raid too. Like he's like, I don't want to be like, you know what I'm saying, an emotionless creature. Like, but the thing about it is what he's still denying is his Smoke lineage. Like even in like his battle against Queen, he's like, yo, my nigga, I'm not a Smoke, my guy. Like I'm Sanji. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like stop fucking like, you know, like basically grouping me in with that family. The whole thing about that is like, you know what I'm saying, he still has personal like issues with his family that he has to overcome. Like otherwise his character is not complete.
That's fair. Yo, Matt, I gotta head out because I got work. But I'll see you later though. I'll tell you. Peace out, man.
All right, bro. Be easy, be safe, man.
Peace out, Wallace.
Peace out.
This nigga Wing Zero, Bushido Brown 954 is in the chat.
Hey, what's up?
Oh Lord.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Chilling.
Bro, he about to slander all the advocates, bro. This nigga here, dog.
Nah, only thing I would say about that is my train of thought was right the whole time, but past that, I can care less. Tell the truth, because Matt actually had a point.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Oh shit!
No,
bro.
I just said my train of thought. I'm not gloating in nobody's face. I said my train of thought was right the entire time, and Matt actually had a point. People are pretty much overstepping. We got rogue poneglyphs, ancient weapons, law being a part of sword alluded to, all this crazy stuff, and only thing anybody really cares about technically at this moment is, oh, Shanks bitched out Green Bull. Matt actually had a point. I gotta give it to him. Matt had made a good point and even made me stop and think about it. I give you that.
Well, nah, listen. It's just the fact that, like, you know, the first thing that people talk about whenever we get shit, you know, that's linked to the void, like, bro, literally, like, okay, so this whole time, I think it was chapter 815 and 816. Was whenever we got those revelations about who actually had the poneglyphs. And I thought those were some of the best chapters of One Piece like ever.
I know it.
Because they gave so much. They gave so much about the world of One Piece, and they tied so many dreams of the Straw Hats together. So let me see. Let me just make sure that I got my shit right. I think it was 817 and 818.
Hey, while he do that, man.
Yeah, so it's
Zero,
817.
good, bro?
Wing left. I guess he's gonna come back at some point.
Okay, bet.
But yeah, so it's 817 and 818. Those are some of the best chapters of One Piece that I've ever read because, like, bro, I still think one of the most creative things that Oda did, you know, like the pirates, is X marks the spot. And one of the, you know, the biggest mystery in the series, One Piece, is literally X marks the spot. But he did it in such a creative way, bro. The only poneglyphs that are red are the 4 that have coordinates leading to the One Piece where X marks the spot. Bro, like that shit is genius to me, bro. I still like that shit was amazing. And then to add to it, the 2 people that have road poneglyphs are people that he needs to fight directly. That he has to go against, being Yonko. So it's like, okay, cool. Like when, you know, and then we get all this information about the people that actually wrote the poneglyphs were indigenous to Wano, and they're a part of the Kozuki clan. So that immediately told me that Wano has ties to the Void Century. And then when you get Toki popping up in Odin's in Odin's flashback, her having a time fruit, her coming from the future, or her coming from the past, so on and so forth. And like, I just felt like people weren't like looking at the they weren't focused or thinking about the Void Century part of One Piece. Oh shit. I didn't realize I didn't have super chat on my on this stream. Damn. Oh well.
Yeah, you got the super chat.
Yeah, I somebody just said that. I didn't even realize it.
Somebody said what?
That I didn't have or it said something about like no super chats. I guess I'll have to go fix that.
Don't you got to go on your settings and all that? Oh, let me say this because I'm at work, but in case I get another phone call, and I gotta go again real quick. I answered your question, Matt, on how to let's go get not what it is. What Zunisha is supposed to do to free the ancient weapon and all that, take down the borders, whatever. Zunisha, yeah. Do you remember the explanation they gave when we first got on Zunisha, when we first befriended the Minks, about like Zunisha giving everybody fish and all that stuff, taking a bath or whatever?
Yes.
Zunisha, the whole thing is Zunisha can do the same thing again. Like, she'll put her trunk inside of the water around Wano.
Yeah, that's what Wallace said. That's what Wallace said.
Yeah.
Wallace said she would drain all the water out from.
Yeah, she'll just drain all the water out, and then the old Onigashima, the old Wano, technically at that point be crushed, but the new Wano will be like above it and all that other stuff. If she ever did it, or Zunisha can do a swipe or no swiping, and you take the walls down just like what what is called on Avatar, the wall in Earth Kingdom.
I know you're talking about when you tore down
Yeah,
the
you know
wall
how. The,
of Omashu.
yeah, no, not the wall of Omashu. Like
It
what's
was
the
the
Earth
Earth
Kingdom
Kingdom. It was
called?
the Earth Kingdom city. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bossing
the Great
say.
Earth Kingdom.
Bossing say.
Bossing
Bossing
Say.
say.
Yeah. Bossing
Yeah, the
Say.
wall of Bossing say, right? It's gonna pretty much be that. Zenitsu gonna have to swiping the walls because one freaking person, like from what we've seen the whole time, the Marines, they strong, right? I give them their props. They strong. But compared to the pirates, it's like it's vastly like it's damn near 10 to 1 fucking pirates versus the Marines. I don't expect the Marines to be fucking number one, number two, or number three, or even top five, or damn top 10. To be completely honest with it, in the versus history, I don't expect of them. That's why I don't believe that they can like just take down the walls of fucking what is called of on. I'm about to say Onigashima, of Wano so easily. But I do believe that they can do something. But for right now, it looks like most of the people, like everybody that ran after and tried to capture, like the warlords, look like they sounds like going for Green Bull. The warlords beat their ass. Sabo and the few good men got the dub on Green Bull and Fuji, and patched Fuji ass up because we seen that nigga says, "Oh, hill, that nigga wild, I'm out." But that's pretty much what happened with them. Then you got like Kaido and Luffy and them going ham. It's like nigga, all hell breaking loose around the fucking globe. So and they killing Cobra and other kingdoms like rebelling against the world government. It's kind of getting crazy out here. Oh yeah, let me say this. I actually think Buggy breaking his devil fruit and Buggy got one of them god fruits.
Oh God.
Hey, I ain't
What?
gonna lie. Just on the first thing you said, I ain't gonna say that about the Lucky thing. On the first thing you said though, it kind of has to be knocking the walls down because if she does pause, just suck all the water out, then it's like you can't get the ancient weapon out still, depending on what it is. The assumption is that you
Possibly
would have
it'll
to,
get crushed.
yeah. Well, I don't think it'll get crushed. I think you would just have to take those walls down in order for the ancient weapon to get out. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, but
low
if
key, there's a.
Yeah, because
I was
they
just
say
gonna
you
say
got to
there's a.
open the borders.
Yeah, but there's also a slight parallel. I don't know if anyone peeped this, but I kind of just peeped it when Wayne was talking about it. How much does the world government know? Because they've designed a lot of stuff after like quote unquote ancient kingdom tech, and they're saying like how Vegapunk is like years
closest
ahead.
thing
This
to
nigga
that.
might be he might be years behind, bro, in the sense of he has the ancient kingdom's technology. Because those walls literally remind me of the gates of justice, bro.
Uh,
In the
you
sense
can
of
actually
what purpose
go
they
along with
serve.
that one. Huh.
Yeah, like the purpose that they serve, bro, that's the exact same shit that they went for. Like it's a
Well, I
a
mean,
perfect fortress.
whenever they were talking about it, I think when Clover was talking about it, it was like the ancient kingdoms like technology. It was like way
Ahead of his time.
ahead of his time. Yeah, and Vegapunk is like 500. He's like furthered the
He's
furthered.
500 years in the
Yeah, he's
future of
500
where
years
the hell
into the
everybody
future.
else is.
Right.
Exactly.
But what if the Void Century, they were like, you know, they were even
1,500
further.
years in the
Yeah, they
future.
were even further than that. Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, okay, is he really?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Is
Yeah.
he really that far
Ah,
ahead, or is he behind?
Not even necessarily that. It's just that basically the whole world government raced the world kingdom and basically copied their flow word for word, bar for bar, and took over
Pretty
the
much,
world with it.
they just draked it. I
Yeah.
get it. They just draked it.
Because the gates
To
of
be
justice are literally the same as these walls. And that's some shit from like Eni's lobby. And this is supposed to be the quote unquote Eni's lobby of the new world if you subscribe to that whole, time repeating itself shit.
But it's like that would make a lot of sense, bro.
Yeah, but also it's not just Vegapunk that people didn't notice. That's actually a couple hundred years ahead of his time. It's Vegapunk, Judge, Caesar, and his queen. All of them a couple hundred years ahead of their time. Vegapunk probably in first place at 500, but you got Judge at like fucking what it is? Judge at like fuck 400.
Yeah.
Queen at like 3.
And then
And
Caesar
fucking
at like
Caesar at
100.
like 2. Yeah,
He's
she's
like
like at
100.
like 100 or 200 years ahead of everybody else. Cause like to be completely honest, like all them boys like did some shit like had devil fruit manipulation. Like to be like, let me put it like this, cause I made a video about this,
Mhm.
but I'll just explain it here just cause. One, Vegapunk pretty much made like the lasers and all that other shit, and most likely he fed the SSG, the Super Size Giant Maxe, or the Super Saiyan Gods is
Wait,
DDZ
wait, wait,
fan.
wait, wait, wait. What do you mean? Judge made the lasers?
Not Judge, Vegapunk. Remember how Vegapunk got the pacifistas, right? Then when the first time everybody seen the pacifist and the pacifist started shot a Kizaru laser, and everybody was like, "Hold on, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
That. So when he got the Kizaru laser, that put something in my head. I was like, okay, we getting close to that lineage factor that Judge was talking. I mean that Yondu was telling Sanji about when they first went inside German Castle, and he was talking to him. He was like, "Yeah, that's this." And you actually see on the like on the clarification, like they had a picture like of a baby, a wolf, like devil fruit things, but they only had like sentient creatures. They didn't have like lasers and fucking. They have magma. They have forest. They had like sentient beings, right? And one of those sentient beings they actually had on there was a dragon. So that put me in the headspace of, hold on, that lineage factor that goes into the smile. They trying to go into like trying to create his own devil fruit. That's why Caesar, out of everybody, had the worst, pretty much recreation of devil fruits. Caesar's the furthest away from it. Now Caesar pretty much made smiles, and the smiles of like 1 to 10 strike, and it's like completely ass, right? Then you go to fucking Queen. Queen was like, well, I still got a Zorn, but I modified my body to pretty much be like everybody else, like the other German kids, but I don't got the crazy skin and all that other shit. Then you go to Judge. Judge got pretty much all his kids. All of them got a crazy exoskeleton. All of them got a crazy healing factor. Every last one of them got like a paramecia type ability, right? That's without a raid suit. Then when you put on a raid suit, it's like they become fucking awakened with the when they put on the raid suit, and they abilities get amplified even that much more. Then when you look at Vegapunk, when they talk about the SSG, the best thing that they can do with like the pacifistas since they introduced them, and they said, well, the pacifistas technically is like unfinished products. But we got them out here, and they already putting in work against most of the people. Unless you knew her already, or you won the fucking supernova or something like that. The pacifistas is stomping you out. It's a no go. But
Hey,
say
wait. Let me just say this real quick because I just gotta let y'all niggas know like it was good talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay safe out there. I'm gonna head out.
yeah,
All right, man.
okay.
Hey, you too,
Good
bro.
talking
Be
to
easy,
you,
be
bro.
safe.
But with the pacifistas, imagine if Vegapunk actually cracked the code like how he did with Momo. I think it's like 5 years ago or something. He cracked it with Momo, right? But what if Vegapunk actually got to a point where well, that's a Zorn. I can recreate a Zorn, but I ain't gonna tell the world government. But with this, let me see if I can recreate a Logia. So imagine if he can pretty much recreate a Logia type body and give like imagine you had a bunch of Akainu type pacifistas walking around, magma fisting, lasering, and you got Aokiji. It's like they copying Admiral. So imagine a bunch of Vice Admiral level fucking pacifistas just walking around, freezing, magmaing up people, lasering people, putting them in Hashirama type whatever, like tree stumps or whatever, and fucking everybody up. To me, that's what they Vegapunk master plan is with the whole pacifista thing, and then Dragon most likely go do an Order 66 and flip them on the world government. But
So
that's
you
just
just think that they got powers from the more devil fruit powers in them.
pretty much, and he figured out a way to make them like the fluid bodies for the Logias for them. Because remember, he made the machine to put devil fruit in an inanimate object. Imagine if he recreated a Logia like 100 times over, and he just said, "All right, throw it in this one, throw it in that one, throw it in that one, throw it in that one," and if he pretty much like did a queen, like you got a devil fruit power with the whole Vegapunk give you one, plus you got whatever the hell else you had before that. Like Queen had tech. Like it's like a Queen is a beta test of what Vegapunk gonna pull out later. Because that's the only way for right now. I can even see the world government even doing anything like towards these pirates. That and they having these other CP members, but even that, like to be completely honest, well, you got the 4 Yonko, Shishibukai, you got every fucking ally underneath the sun who ain't even a fucking Yonko. Like they gonna need something like to fight back, because for right now it's gonna be like Odin. When Odin first pulled up, Hamat told everybody, "I smell bitch in here." When he ran into fucking Kaido, when he ran into Orochi, when he ran into fucking everybody, nigga literally walked in that shit and said it smelled like bitch in here. If the pirates really gave a fuck about not trying to fuck each other over like crabs in a fucking bucket, they could walk up to the world government, stump their ass out, and everybody just split the spoils. But everybody got their own agenda.
Let's relax.
Man, I'm being as reasonable as possible. Don't sit up here and tell me to relax if I got enough common sense to be like, unless you're gonna tell me the world government got enough forces. We see what it took for Whitebeard, and the Whitebeard crew didn't even come in at fucking full strength. 3 of their commanders, technically, no, 2 of their commanders wasn't even on Whitebeard's side. One of them was tortured and scarred before he even got there. And we can see even he can put up a fight against the Admiral. If Thatch and Blackbeard was on his side, and Whitebeard wasn't catching heart attacks.
Wait. Who could put up a fight against an admiral? What did you just say?
Ace.
Oh, brother. Wing.
He can put up a fight against that. I'm not saying he beating nobody. I said he can put up a fight.
What is a fight, though?
What you mean?
I mean,
it's like
he's not getting washed.
He's not gonna get washed. You go after you gotta put in a decent amount.
Wait. He's not getting washed by what? Wait. Come on, Wing. Let's back this up. Okay. So you said that Ace can put up a fight, or Ace could put up a fight against an admiral.
Yes.
You're talking about Aokiji.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just switch the admiral, and let's say you put Kizaru in front of him.
Okay.
What is the outcome?
Personally, I don't know how the fuck light versus fire go be in One Piece.
Wing, what I'm saying is I'm removing the elemental.
No, I know that. That's what I'm saying.
So what would the outcome be?
Let me ask you.
No, don't ask me a question.
No. I'm asking. I'm gonna ask you a question. I just want to clarify something, right? When Boichi wrote the Ace novel.
Wait a second. You know what? Let's back up. That's
what I'm asking you.
Yeah, Ace has haki. Ace has haki.
No, I know Ace got haki, but remember in the Boichi when Boichi drew the Ace books and all that stuff. You remember when, like, if you saw it, Ace was out there doing Conqueror's coded fucking flame fisting and shit. If Ace got that, I'll give it to Ace. But if not, I don't know. I'll probably say if Ace does win or Kizaru does win, it'll probably be like a 50-50 in whatever happens. But technically, from what we've seen so far, I'd probably give it to Ace because he got that Entei, and that fucked up like half an island. Technically, that would be like island level, like DC that he had, but I ain't never seen Kizaru put out nothing like that strong.
The mangrove? You never seen Kizaru put out the mangrove?
What?
Bro.
He destroyed the mangrove.
He destroyed the mangrove with a kick.
Yeah, he said I can't use all my power anymore. I gotta hold it. I will hold back.
Yes, bro. And do you remember? Do you remember how big? Do you remember how big those mangroves were, Wing?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Mangrove is not the size of an island.
Bro, Ace didn't.
Damn near.
Bro, Ace like that
No,
Entei did not
It's
encompass
giant, but it's not that
bro.
big.
That Entei did not encompass the entire island. Wing, come on, bro. Like,
Not even close to the entire.
Yeah, it wasn't the entire island.
I know it was half and half because him and Blackbeard clash in the middle.
No,
Okay.
There was no, stop. There was a whole town that they weren't even close to. Because remember, Blackbeard had sucked up the sound beforehand to use against him. So that was not even close to the entire island.
Yeah, remember Blackbeard stepped up the town, then he threw it back out with Liberation.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that. Then
So that means there was
that,
an
when
entire
they
town
did whatever.
space.
Yeah, and remember they was walking before they even went into the town. Like you even seen Blackbeard them walking into the town is bigger than just the town. I get that. Only thing I'm saying is, from what we've seen so far, Ace attack looks stronger than Kizaru's like max powered attack from what I've seen. Like, do I believe that Marco can just walk clean through a fucking Entei? Like he can walk clean through the light barrage thing?
Low key.
No. He'll probably try. He'll be like Ace will not Ace. Marco will actually take probably more damage from
Wing. Go back and look at that. Go back and look at that attack, bro. That attack does not take up the entire island.
Not even close. And also, it's not even close to half.
And then
there's literally space for both him and
then
look. Like recently, I remember the anime scene.
Bro,
and also real quick, Marco is running through an Entei, bro, just because that's the nature of his power. Not saying that like, oh, he can tank an Entei, but like, there's nothing special about the Entei that's gonna stop Marco from literally phasing through it like he did the light barrage.
Obviously, with the haki included, like haki included, it's gonna be like Marco should win 100% of the time because his fire overrides like regular fire. But the whole thing is like with what his name is with fucking Marco, it's like regular fire versus regular fire. Oh shit, even like they showed for the filler scene, fire versus smoke, even fire versus ice, even
no problem. Have
fire versus magma. Fire versus fucking Marco's Phoenix Flames. So Marco should win before haki even come into it. That's what I'm saying. So I give both of them their props. Like Marco, not Marco, Ace and Kizaru, yeah, both of them strong. But from what I've seen so far, I'll probably just edge it out of Ace. Cause he got Conqueror's haki. But if Ace punching Kizaru with Conqueror's haki, and he can do that double dragons thing like he did against Whitebeard, I'm serious. I gotta give it an Ace.
So what if when Ace tries to use his Conqueror's haki punch, Kizaru puts his two hands up and it literally does nothing? Because we forget that they did that at Marineford, and we kind of we have an assumption of what that was, but we don't truly know what that was. And they blocked a white beard level attack.
We clearly know what that is. We clearly know what that is. Only thing
Have
that
we
is
seen
is
it
just
since?
real.
Have we seen it since?
We've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it plenty of times.
Who?
When the admirals did the Rio, it's the same thing as Hyoboro, Luffy. Many of people did it. Rayleigh did it.
But have we seen it
Sonya did it.
Have we seen it with that defensive application? We saw Sonya do it, yes. But have we seen anyone use it with that defensive application since the Admiral?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Luffy.
He never used it for defense.
Bro, you can use it for defense or offense, however you want to do it.
Exactly.
Like,
and I'm saying the Admirals are the only ones we've seen show those defensive capabilities up to this point. To that level.
For that, bro, it's just Rio, like basic Rio. It's nothing special.
But
what he's saying is that we have not seen we haven't seen anybody use it for defensive capabilities outside of like how the Admirals did it whenever they blocked that quick punch. We haven't seen anybody do it to that level.
And the same way we see this chapter, Shanks show almost a different level to Conqueror's haki. There's probably a lot of other levels to haki that we're not seeing that these admirals have mastered. And I think that's the thing that's giving them a chance in these battles. Like, I think it's stuff that we haven't seen as far as part of the battle system that the admirals have. That defensive capability to literally block a Whitebeard level attack by putting your hands up is one of them.
People are gonna call me crazy, but I think every admiral has Conqueror's haki.
Same, bro. You do not get to that level without having a will to conquer, bro. Come on, bro.
Like I think I think all the admirals have Conqueror's haki. I think it would be kind of crazy for them not to.
Until this chapter. Until this chapter, I was gonna say chill on Green Bull.
Bro, yeah, I'd say that Green Bull has it, bro. Like, bro, I just listen, man. I just think that Oda, like, for the sake or like Oda, he doesn't care about power scaling like we do.
He doesn't, yeah.
Like he trolls that shit.
The plot takes precedence.
Yeah, like he doesn't give a damn about the power scaling, and you know he doesn't go deep like how we do. So like you said, the plot that takes precedence. He'll sacrifice how a character looks. He'll for the plot. Like as long as the plot.
He did that to Sanji.
Yeah, like, I mean, he's done that to Sanji. He's done that to Sanji plenty of times. He's done it to Zoro. He's done it to Zoro with the Yeti, with the Yeti Cool brothers. He did it to Luffy. He's done it time and time again.
He did it to Shanks with the damn Lord of the Coast.
Like, so the thing is though, I just think like whenever you know, because it's like whenever we do see Green Bull fight or whenever we see the Admirals fight, this is gonna be in the back of everybody's head,
right?
Instead of the fact that, like, you know, when Akainu was just a regular admiral, right? Like he went head up, blasted off Whitebeard's like head, but you know, people don't bring that up. People don't bring that up as a feat for the admirals. People don't bring up the fact that Aokiji froze the entire sea for miles and miles and miles, and it was frozen like that for a week.
The entire battle.
1 week.
The entire
like you know, like people like to, you know, we live in a world of recency bias, and then especially when you couple that with like us reading these chapters on a week by week basis, we're not gonna go all the way back to a feat from 10 years ago and reference that when we have like, oh well, look at what look at Fujitora. Fujitora was in a fight with Luffy. Like, people still believe that Fujitora was like that's a fight. That was a one-on-one fight with him and Luffy.
That was barely a clash. You talking about in Dressrosa?
Yeah. Yes, bro. Yes.
Yeah,
if you ask Wing, Wing will tell you that was a fight. and
Bro,
they
this
were
nigga
both
Luffy
serious.
literally said, "I'm
Nah, to
not.
be
I'm gonna
completely
tell you.
honest,
I'm
that
gonna,
was a clash. That was a clash.
bro,
Fujitora started to get serious when he did the gravity slash thing, but right as soon as that happened, fucking what his name? Hadrugan grabbed Luffy and that everybody ran. So they ain't even no real fight to be completely honest with you.
It wasn't.
yeah."
Like
Luffy
even I
literally
know
told this
that.
man, yeah, Luffy literally told this man, "I'm gonna tell you where I'm punching because you can't see."
Yeah, it was like, bro, you blind, bro. That shit ain't fair. Like, I get why some people like on the agenda train like crazy, crazy, crazy hard. But it's like, come on, bro. Y'all don't even come with everything to the table. Like, all right, no matter how much I may want to be like, well, Admiral's below Yonko or equal to command, no matter how much I say that shit, I can't even still swiping a piece of white beard fucking face off. Cool.
Yeah.
White beard's still two shot him. Cool. No matter what happens,
Wait, what?
the manga is the manga.
Wait,
And you can't say
Whitebeard did what?
two shot.
He said he two shot him.
Whitebeard did what?
Two shot.
No.
Wing. Come
Well,
on.
how do you define a 2-shot?
Yeah, how do you define a
When-
2-shot?
When Whitebeard hit him 2 times, boom, boom.
Okay.
The fight, he was like, oh, Shiro, he blah, 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 following crevice.
Okay.
Whitebeard walked.
Okay, Wing,
Whitebeard
stop.
walked
Wing,
away,
Wing,
blah, blah,
Wing. Stop
blah,
right there.
whatever.
Wing, stop right there. Stop right there. Wing, did Whitebeard only only try to attack Akainu 2 times, or he tried to attack him multiple times before this quote unquote 2-shot?
Before that?
You heard what I said,
no,
nigga.
I'm
Don't.
going off the anime. No, I was going off the anime because I was playing the anime in my head. But
Oh,
before
God.
that, no, he attacked him more than that. Because I think he moved out of the way when he tried to hit him. Like he jumped
Okay,
up
so
in
if
the
you
air and
attack
kicked or
somebody
something
more
like
than if you attack somebody more than one time, Wing, like you just said, how is that a 2-shot? If he tried to attack him multiple times.
that. Let me put it like this for you, so you can understand my logic. When I say 2-shot, I don't give a fuck if you throw 100 fucking attacks like Cracker did towards Luffy. Cracker and Luffy, they was fighting the whole time, 12 hours.
Yeah.
No matter what happened,
Mm-hmm.
Cracker didn't get touched. I know people don't like to hear me say this because they think I'm trolling and I'm roasting somebody, but no, if you get hit one fucking time and the fight is over, no matter if I'm fighting fucking Mike Tyson in his prime, we time travel. I go, you there with me, Matt. I'm fighting Mike Tyson in his prime. We going 12 rounds. I'm beating Mike Tyson ass or whatever for some reason. He can't touch me. I'm weaving. Observation hockey on. I'm killing him.
And then you get hit in the and you get hit in the 12th round. That's not a 1-shot,
Boom.
Wing. That's not a 1-shot.
But here, wait. But here's the difference between what you said, bro. You said, and the fight is over. The fight wasn't over. Because if the fight was over, how did Ace die?
Bro,
He didn't 2-shot that man.
But this is what I mean when I say the fight is over. After Whitebeard hit him twice, right? He fell in the crevice. Whitebeard stopped, talked to his crew, yada, yada, yada. Quake the island in 2. Y'all on this side, I'm on this side. Went fuck with Blackbeard, blah, blah, blah. The hell, Ace said his little speech to Whitebeard, thanks for being a good dad and all that other shit. And One Piece does exist, he dies. Then Akainu comes out later and then tries to fucking fight people. That's y'all person's definition. My personal definition off of that is, yo, y'all 2 was fighting. He got upper hand. He beat you. You didn't pop out of the hole or wherever you was until like he died.
It might take a little minute to get
That's
from the
just
center of the
y'all.
earth, bro.
I got my own personal definition. That's why I say 2-shot. I don't know about everybody else and how they go.
Well, Wing. This
saying
is
this was
Wing.
mine.
This is the thing. This is the thing, right? Typically, when a fight is over in One Piece, the character is not getting up to fight again until like weeks later.
Right.
Right. So like when when you say that Akainu like lost and like, bro, he was literally up within less than an hour. Like, bro, he got up in a chapter. Like,
Hey,
bro, like,
literally,
like,
man,
like,
that
look
was a
at somebody like look at somebody. Well, just let's use Cracker for example. Okay, so we know at least 12 hours went by in the time that Luffy defeated Cracker and whenever they left Whole Cake Island. We know at least 12 hours went by. It was definitely more than that though. I'm just using 12 hours because we know how long Katakuri and Luffy's fight took. And guess what?
It was over one whole day.
Oh, okay, exactly. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you for helping me even more, right? So listen, Wing. So listen. Cracker was out for the rest of that fight or for the rest of the arc. And then let me do you one more. Cracker is not even with the Big Mom Pirates in Wano right now. And Katakuri is not with the Big Mom Pirates. Okay? So and we know that it's been more than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And Cracker was still bandaged when we saw him.
Cracker was still bandaged up whenever we saw him in the cover story. Okay?
Yeah,
so
but wait a
second. Would you say that Whitebeard is significantly stronger than Luffy? Or than Luffy was in Whole Cake?
Yeah.
Okay, right? You'd say that, right? Okay, so his damage output is way more. Right?
Okay.
All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Bro, Akainu was up and fighting after being two-shot. He was up and fighting. Even after that. Almost immediately. Almost immediately, bro.
That wasn't almost immediately, but continue.
Wing, it was like a chapter. Like it was a chapter or two at best.
It was. Trust me, we went back and we looked when I was in BDA.
Bro,
it was at least about 3 chapters.
Wing.
Because remember, after listen. After they did that, boom, he cracked Island into and he was talking to his whole crew. Remember, everybody was running away. Ain't shit took goddamn a couple fucking pages, if not half a fucking chapter. Thank you, blah blah blah, flashbacks and all that other shit. He ran no fucking Blackbeard. They had they shit. Oh, my power is this, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. They doing they shit. He having this flashback with Roger and all that other shit. Times when he had his whole crew from back in the day, like, hey, Newgate, you don't want no treasure? Nah, only thing I want is a family. That treasure don't mean shit to me. You had all of that stuff in there. Then after he died, when he said One Piece does this, and Sengoku was like, oh shit, and the people in the newspaper, oh shit, it does exist.
Okay, Wing. I'm glad that you I'm glad that you have a timeline of all of the events, right? But that still doesn't negate the fact of what I brought up. You're saying that he got 2 shots. And when somebody is defeated in One Piece, they're typically out. They're not getting up a day later. They're not even getting up a day later, right? To fight again. They're not getting up. They're not getting up a week later. Bro, they're not getting up a week later to fight. All of that stuff, right?
It depends.
Okay, it depends. Still, Akainu was up fighting minutes later.
He never lost consciousness.
Never lost consciousness. Was up fighting minutes later after he was supposedly 2-shot, bro. And all I'm saying is that is disingenuous to say that he got 2-shot because,
bro, I'm not saying the man was knocked out. When I say 2-shot, he hit him twice. Akainu couldn't get up and keep fighting at that moment. He slid down the freaking crevice, and that's how it went. Plain and simple. Man. I'm not saying that the man is ass as fuck. He ass cheeks on bread. I'm not saying that. The man did his damn job exquisitely. The man murdered Ace. He fucked up Courier, even though Courier fucking survived and got better durability than the fucking second commander. He fucked up Ivankov. Ivankov trolled the fuck out of that nigga with fucking makeup. Yeah, I get that.
So my nigga
I
Caesar
get
one
that the
shot
man
Luffy
did
then,
his
right?
thing. Huh?
So my nigga Caesar one shot Luffy, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just making sure there's consistency. I'm good. That's all I needed.
Yeah. Of course he fucked Luffy ass up. Luffy thought that shit was sweet. And Luffy found out when he trolls like what Zephyr said in fucking what it was, Film Z, when Zephyr had told Kizaru, bruh, y'all motherfuckers always rely on devil fruit. That shit gonna fuck all y'all up in the fucking end. And what the fuck we found out about most of the fucking people in One Piece that got devil fruits? The motherfuckers get to a certain point, them boys get too fucking cocky and think they hot shit. And that's why Caribou got his ass floored by fucking Peckhams. Y'all low-years think y'all hot shit, think y'all invincible. Then soon somebody put the paws on y'all motherfucking ass, y'all be looking stupid in the face and y'all be fucked.
But this doesn't apply to the admirals per se, because we know that the admirals don't just rely on the devil fruits.
No. They don't rely on their devil fruits 100%. They mainly use devil fruits in a fight. They mainly just use devil fruit in a fight. They rarely fucking pull out all the crazy haki and shit. As in, like, when you go against
So wouldn't that
what
say
I
that
say?
they have more that they're hiding?
What the admirals? Yeah, I believe
Yeah, the fact
damn
that
near everybody. I believe damn near everybody has more like that they be hiding. Like obviously, like Jinbei. Most people tell me I'm crazy. I'll be like, bro, this whole time Jinbei had another level of fucking armament hockey that he just held back the whole time, even at freaking Marine Corps. Oh my God, my armament hockey is so weak. He's cutting through it, and everybody on who's little in his little clique. Oh yeah, even the warlord, former warlord, armament hockey ain't enough for fucking who's who. Meanwhile, these same people didn't know that Jinbei, when Big Mom popped up on the Sunny, Jinbei was out there like, all right, regular armament hockey. Then he said, fuck that shit. Activated shark skin. Another level of armament hockey, just like Katakuri activated. Oh, I got armament hockey.
Bro,
Then
it was
Katakuri
just
like,
hardening. Relax.
no, it wasn't, bro.
Oh,
If you
brother.
go, so Matt, I'm just asking you.
Oh, brother.
I'm asking you. Do you believe that Jinbei's armament hockey? Matter of fact, let me put it like this: do you believe that who's who can sit up there and take Big Mom trying to cut him clean in two, the same way Jinbei did?
Big Mom was nerfed.
No. I know she was nerfed.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Why
A
not?
flying Cisco, bro. Stop. You even seen the man say different words than what he said when
Wait.
he activated.
Wait. Why are you bringing up who's who in this?
Because who's who, when who's who was fighting Jinbei, right?
Uh-huh.
Who's who, remember he was doing the Fang pistols on Jinbei?
Yeah.
And Jinbei had a regular hardening, and it was cutting through Jinbei's regular armament hardening. Jinbei didn't activate Shark Skin like Katakuri didn't activate Block Mochi when Katakuri was fighting Luffy at first. He was toying around with him. Then what happened when Katakuri started getting serious? Fuck this. I'm finna start getting serious. Block Mochi, Jinbei, Shark Skin. You can see it in the manga. He says a completely different word than how Jinbei said, like when he actually says, but shows I forgot how you say it, but armament hockey in Japanese, right? He says a completely different word, man. You can even look at the kanji if you don't believe me. Then on top of that, you clearly see Jinbei activate fucking Conqueror's Haki when his body started goddamn sparking it with fucking black lightning. What? Something wrong with that? Jinbei can't have conquerors, but the admirals can? Everybody can have it except for a fisherman? I didn't take you for that type of person, man.
Man, look out.
I didn't take you for that type of person. I thought you was a man of high character.
Nigga said you were fish racist.
I'm just saying, you sound like a Green Bull type person right now.
So wait,
But Jimmy,
are you saying that the shark skin was his conqueror's coating?
no, I'm saying the shark skin was like his upgraded version of army hockey. Like, all right, let me put it like this for you, so you understand why I'm saying it the way I'm saying it. You know how they got everybody got the invisible army hockey, right?
Yep.
Everybody got the invisible. That's the first layer. Then you got
Mm-hmm.
the army hardening, which is like everybody get the black one, right?
Yep.
That's the average, right? The average is the regular black one. Then you got people like Katakuri. Remember how Katakuri, he can activate
The
block
block
mochi,
motion.
and that's the
I
number.
got you.
Yeah, that's for Katakuri, like personally, based on your own physiology, your own devil fruit, you can upgrade your armor hockey based on your own physiology, like Jinbei when if he activates shark skin, like he did when he stopped and was absorbing Big Mom cognac attack, or like Katakuri when he activates block mochi. Or this is like the personal way you can do it. Or you can do it the conventional way and do it like Hyogoro, Sandra Sonya, the Admirals, and everybody else were like, oh, you can get Rio, you can do the force palm thing, or you can inject your armor, your hockey inside of other people and injure them like that. Like it's different ways. Just like how you were saying before. Oh my God, how Shanks communicating with Green Bull the whole time from over there is different levels of hockey, and it branches out. It's not just one particular thing. We just going off of that. Like how Matt said before with the future sight. All right, you close your eyes for the future sight, just like Sandra Sony did Amazon Lily. NL did that shit when he was fighting Luffy. Katakuri did it when he was fighting Luffy. Luffy did it when he was fighting Katakuri. I'm pretty sure if what his name is, Aoki G did it, he probably ain't closed his eyes, but he was like, no, whatever in the anime they did it like that. All them people can do it. It's different ways that like you can like branch off your hockey and make it more versatile. It's not like a
Now,
devil fruit. Devil fruit is like you just basing off of this one specific thing. But like depending on who and what you are, like you can upgrade your shit. Like imagine if King had another level of armament hockey past the regular armament hardening. This man can just say some shit like uh Lunarian 2.0 or some shit like that, and boom, boom, his body is like some his the man body turned to look like a fucking gloss and raid suit or some shit. For all we know, it's gonna be like something that strong. Like King is literally walking around like he's born with a raid suit on.
I
Like
will say,
imagine, huh?
no, I mean, well, I was just gonna say I will agree with what you're saying in that sense, as far as like everybody hockey gonna have different branches, different names. I get what you mean with that. I don't think it's
Yeah.
necessarily that his shark skin is stronger than say like I don't know if you were saying it's stronger than anybody's or anything like that, but I do get what you're saying
No,
with
no,
that.
no. I'm
I,
not saying
I
it's
agree.
stronger than anybody's in particular. I'm just
I
saying
agree with you there.
Jinbei had
I feel you.
access to it, but he just doesn't use it. It's like how everybody who knows that's competent enough to notice. We read One Piece. Matt notices around the same time I notices. We even talked about it when we was playing Apex before, and we was like, bruh, when he had asked me something about Kid, I was like, bro, you know, Kid trash. And I said, and I told him why. And I'm like, bro, for one, we're not gonna see everything he can do. And Matt was like, well, we don't. We only see we looking through everything through Luffy's eyes, not seeing through Kid's eyes. I'm like,
Yeah.
correct. But on top of that, what we learned about freaking Luffy, he mastered all three in the basics. He's starting to get like advanced in each one. Boom, boom, boom. Unless you go think Kid gonna pop up out there and get like advanced all of a sudden out of thin air, I don't see it happen. That's why I say Kid is ass compared to Luffy. Like compared to Law, yeah, Kid can beat Law fucking ass all day, every day. I believe Kid will be 10-0 versus Law if they ever fucking fought 10 times. I never believe Law could ever beat this man. Ever. But from what we've seen, like everybody can pretty much make up their own stuff for like the hockeys. That's how I pretty much see it. but everybody else don't see it. People think I'm fucking crazy if I say it like that, but then they actually go in the story because I noticed how Matt said people have recency bias. People don't actually remember stuff that actually happened like 700-800 chapters ago. Like Enel was doing the same shit Katakuri was fucking doing. Enel was the first person in the story to combine his hockey and his hockey and his devil fruit. But he did it with observation in his devil fruit. Luffy did it. Luffy was the first person to combine his army hockey and his devil fruit to get a little flame pattern for Gear 4. Like Big Mom did the same thing when she tried to kill Luffy on the top of the cake. Katakuri did it. Like all these people have access to this stuff, but they just don't use it just because Oda's the type of person. Man, I'll sacrifice this person, his credibility or whatever for the sake of the story, just to push the story along. All of us know half of these people can whoop the other half if they actually fucking tried, but
I hate to
just like we don't know.
I hate to do this, but I'm gonna end the stream right here. I gotta go handle some stuff. I'm probably gonna stream some Apex or something later, maybe some Smash on this channel later. I'm not streaming on Twitch no more. Fuck Twitch. I'm gonna try streaming on YouTube and see what happens from there.
low-key,
you
what
can
happened?
just make more money on YouTube. It's better. Yeah, so we'll try to stream some Apex later on today on this channel or some shit like that. I appreciate everybody who came through. Appreciate everybody that pulled up. All that good
Thank
stuff.
you.
People that were in the chat. I'll try to fix everything up and just try to keep it going. But y'all niggas be easy, man. I appreciate y'all coming through once again. I'll send y'all the link anytime y'all want to.
No doubt.
Appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Y'all
Hey,
niggas
Matt.
be